Come into the room, come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Come into the room. Let us know that you're here. We're going to get started. We've changed up our programming, the way we lay it out, to try to make it smoother, more informative, and we're always trying to improve. So thank you for joining us. As I say, I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Let us get started here. Tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about how to protect the channel from communication or message sabotage, and a variety of other things dealing with veteran benefits also. But that's our main topic. So let us get started. Just like when we were in the military here at the H-Town Vet, we have developed and is developing a standard operating procedure. And I suggest when you come in, you stay in here because you're going to be required to follow these rules. And so am I. So it's our SOP, standard operating procedure, of how we're going to do things going forward here at the H-Town Vet. All right, let us continue. First thing, we're going to cover the topic. All right, we're going to make sure that we cover the topic that we're talking about and that we complete the information about that topic. In the past, we had nights where we just do discussions, and it opened it up to a whole bunch of trolling and people trying to undermine the channel. So we're making sure we stay on topic. That's the first thing. Then we're going to cover if there's any changes to VA law as it relates to va.gov. We know that there's constant changes dealing with VA law in the government, and we're going to talk about that coming up, them debating about changing laws. That's going to be the second topic that we're going to always cover. Make sure there's an update, whether there's one or not. We're going to make sure we cover the topic to see if there's any law updates on va.gov. Let us continue. Then we're going to cover veteran news. Okay, family, we're going to cover veteran news. This is going to be a very important thing where we talked about different topics, some current and some issues that tend to happen when you're a disabled veteran or a veteran, period, someone with veteran status. We're going to talk about these issues. Now, the fourth thing we're going to do, we're going to tell you about the channel. We used to do this at the beginning of the live stream, but we're going to wait until we cover the information, get everything out the way, so we can focus on the things we need to do. And the last thing we're going to do is, with our standard operating procedure or SOP, will be the after party. So what this is going to do, bring structure to the channel. Some people may or may not like it, but this is the way we're going to do things going forward, because I'm going to tell you something that I don't like: trolling. So guess what? We're going to make sure that we have structure here, that we do things in a decent and orderly way, and that everybody is able to get something out of the programming, including the people that are watching it live and recorded. All right. So those are the 5 things. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I suggest when you get a chance, go back, because this is the way we're going to be doing things going forward. We're always working to improve the channel. Now, those are the 5 things. And now we're going to get into it. But before we do that, we're going to acknowledge one of our longtime listeners and participants and supporters and advisors, all that. And, you know, that's one of the things. I support people. I'm going to be very selective in who I say support, because what I saw in the past, that certain people would use that to give themselves credentials, but I appreciate Bionic Woman, her respectful tone, her attitude, her commitment. Listen to what Bionic Woman says. She said, "Good evening, Mr. H-Town Vet and the veteran family, Welcome to all newcomers. Hope everyone is safe and well. We wish the same for you, sister, and everybody else out there in the veteran family, given the weather and everything." Now we're going to get to it. Let's go, family, because we're not going to be playing around. We're going to get to it. First thing we're going to talk about is our topic for today. All right. What is our topic for today? Well, because this is something new, we're going to talk about having structure in the channel. In particular, this came about because of people trying to sabotage the communication between me and my subscribers, me and my chat members. And so we want to make sure that we're doing things to make sure that that line of communication is open between the H-Town Vet and the veterans. Now, and what that looks like. Let us continue, family. First thing you got to understand is that this is the H-Town Vet channel. So first, people that try to sabotage the channel, they're going to try to target me. They're going to either try to befriend me. They're going to try to be more intelligent than me. That's why I never told you that I'm an expert. Never told anyone that I was an expert. What I am is a disabled veteran with a certain amount of experiences and knowledge based on the things that I've been through dealing with the VA and learning the claim process and just being a disabled veteran, just a regular honorably discharged veteran and a Texas veteran, okay? So now the way it's going to work and it's going to structure, and we're going to keep this thing right. And I want y'all to follow me here. It's H-Town, then we're going to have our people that are riders that are here all the time. You're going to be given priority. People that come in and leave and not here on a consistent basis, you play a part, you can't participate, and you're going to be able to fully chat. But if you want to have an impact, you need to be here regularly, okay? Because we appreciate your input. But if you want to try to impact the channel, influence the channel, we need to know who we're dealing with, right? And we only know that over time. Now, our brother Veteran Posse Plug says, "Good evening, H-Town Vet and veteran family. I hope all is well. I am here just to listen." Well, you're going to listen, and when we get to the after party, you're going to be able to give your suggestions, okay? Now, Bionic Woman say, "Hi, Mr. Veteran Policy Plug." Now, remember, everybody got a role to play. If you come into someone's channel, you should be there to learn, right? Because if you can't learn nothing from me, let me come up on the screen. That's why I say, if you can't learn nothing from me, and I'm the H-Town Vet, you're in the wrong place, all right? So this might not be the place for you. If you're here just to figure things out or because it's something catchy or trendy, this may not be the place for you. You can come in and observe, all right? Now let us continue. Our brother Army George say, "Hello, H-Town Vet and all veterans, hope all is well." And as you see, if you come in about, greeting each other, we cool. Veteran Posse Plug, "Hey, Bionic Woman, I hope you're doing well." And Bionic Woman say, "Hi, Army George." Now let us continue, family. We're going to make this thing work. You understand? Let us get it going. Now, let us continue. So remember how it works. Then when it comes to suggestions, this is a good thing because y'all give out great suggestions. But if you want if you wanted something that you're really into or concerned about, do like a lot of the long-term subscribers do. They email me at htownvet@gmail.com. Now understand, if you're serious about something, or if you hear it, you need to send it to the suggestion box. All right? Understand? This is really important. Not to the YouTube channel where everybody see it. Send it to the email that you see on the screen right now. All right, let us continue. Look, because here at the H-Town Vet, I got to come up with the logistics of how that would look, how whatever we're talking about we would like to do. These are ideas, but these are suggestions, but we got to work out the logistics, okay? You got to understand, all we doing is brainstorming in the chat. We got to put it into play. It ain't that easy. We got to be able to take the information here, myself, the H-Town Vet, and remember these things, none of this stuff you see is free because everybody got an opinion, but you need to put in time, you need to put in effort, and sometimes drop a little change if you're able to. Because a lot of people got a lot of ideas, but they're not here consistently. They're not invested in what we're doing. But these are miraculous. Look at them coming up in here. We have the alternative that says, hello, H-Town and veteran family. And then we have Dennis. Our brother Dennis says, H-Town, I appreciate how you read all the posts. Some groups will allow comments to go unrecognized. Now, as it go forward, I may not be able to read all the posts because of the fact that we got some trolling issues, and I may have to stay focused on the message of what we're covering. But if it's related to what we're doing, I'm gonna read it because that's part of the channel. But I gotta make sure that we cover the topic that's at hand. So if it's some comment that's off topic, I'm gonna ignore it until the after party. So right now, all we should be doing is greeting each other, not focus on any other topics. And Bionic Woman say, hi, the alternative. And Bionic Woman says, hi, Dennis, because you made a powerful statement. But one of the problems that I found is that when I greet, if I read all the chat, I got to read the troll chats too. And that's what was causing problems. So I got to make sure that, and I don't want everybody to think that they're trolling. So some comments I won't pay attention to at that time. I'll get back to them like we did on the last live stream. So when you come up with ideas and you're brainstorming things, you need to help us come up with the logistics of it. Send us information to our email. Be here on a timely manner, family, if you want to catch it from the beginning, what we're doing. Now, when I talk about the logistics, we need to know what your plan is. Okay, you saying you want us to do this or that. Well, if you have enough to say it, you need to start writing some stuff down and getting it to us, okay? Like many of us, our subscribers do. Don't talk about it here and then that's the last time you bring it up. What's your plan if you want us to do something different and new? And remember, I got to look at the plan because I got to make sure it jives with what we're doing. I got to make sure it's not going to get us into no legal trouble. Not us, me. Because when things go bad, everybody got to do is break out and leave. As you see, the trolls come in, start confusion. I'm the one left here to clean it up. So we got to make sure, because I'm ultimately responsible for how things are done here. Now, Coach say, good evening, H-Town and the family. This is our Coast Guard brother from Massachusetts. And then we got Bionic Woman that says, hi, Coasty. And Coasty said, hi, Bionic Woman. Now, let us continue, family. We want to stay on top of this information. So let's stay focused just with the greetings. For right now, we got to stay on topic. Now, the next thing is controlling the message. Because when our message is veteran-centered, and you have people coming here talking about it's going to be VA-centered, that makes me a hypocrite if I allow that to happen. No, this is veteran-centered. This is not VA-centered. This is not centered on an individual. All right, so I'm watching people who try to do a lot of chatting, like just doing a whole bunch of trying to influence the way that my subscribers think. This is not the place for that. You're going to be put up out the paint, as you've seen. I don't care how big you think you are, you'll be rolling up out of here. Because what we do here is positive, consistent, and we want to create an environment where people like us not only do many of us have physical ailments, we also have mental health conditions, right? So we need to make sure we're straight. Now, this is the topic for tonight. Now, another thing is disruption. Disruptive people will be dealt with, of course, right? We're going to kind of give you some warnings. And if you're a continual disruptor or an habitual line stepper, once you cross that line, we're gonna deal with you. You continually, but we don't. Now that everybody agreed to the rules, we ain't doing that. All you got to do is stay on topic. And that's why I make people agree to the rules. What has happened? Let me go back to that disruption. Now, when it came to disruption, I didn't have any rules in the beginning, so I couldn't really hold people accountable. I didn't have rules like that. They were kind of as we go because I'm new to this experience of being a content creator and have my own YouTube channel. Now, as things became a problem, I developed rules. The trolls and the people that didn't want to follow the rules, they popped in way after we read the rules and then started clowning. And I said, that's it right there. So I made the rules. Then they say, well, you know what? I'm gonna wait till later, and then I'm gonna start making little slick comments. I'm gonna make sure that a lot of people like me in the chat. I'm gonna make myself invaluable where people so-called need me. No. And it wasn't just one person, 2 or 3 people did that. Now, we have Kosi say bionic woman, and we have our brother says, love say just arrived, and the bionic woman says, hi, love, and love says, hello, bionic woman, and we have Charleston Zimmerman says, our brother says, hi, H-Town family, what's up? Those Sunday council, Sunday council, we changed it. We were just a little tired, but we got the energy. And then Bionic Woman says, hi, Mr. Zimmerman, and love say, hello, Zimmerman. Now, let us continue. So disruptors will not be allowed. And disruptors not always yelling and repeating things. They do slick stuff too. Like, you don't agree with what I'm saying? Things like that. Or backhanded compliments or bad faith arguments, right? We're watching for the disruptors here. And we need everybody in the chat, my regulars, and including myself, we need to stay on topic, because that's why the trolls are coming in here. Because when we get off topic or we get passionate about something and we don't keep the structure, they come in with the game. Remember, there's no other channel where you get to interact and we show your chat. And we don't want to get to the point where sometime for a certain amount of the broadcast, I just have to turn the chat off while I read the information. We don't want that. So let's everybody here stay on code so I can deal with the trolls. All right. Now, so everybody stay on topic of what we're talking about. If you come in late, just wait and see what's going on in the room. Start getting here, early enough. Now, as we say with our rules, one thing that's not going to be done, and we know this, and we're not going to have it up, but we may do it, but I don't know. We might have it if somebody new come in, but we might take the rules kind of, because some people be in the room and don't chat, and they may choose to chat later. So we'll see how that goes. We'll just wait and pull it up when a new person come in the room. Now, so our rules are going to be, as you know, ignoring the H-Town vet warnings. That's the sign of trolling. All right? Because I asked, do you hear me? And we ain't going to be asking no more. Once you agree to the rules, that's it. We're going to deal with it from there. Chatting without agreeing to the rules. Name dropping non-chat members. So if they're not in the chat, or if they're in the chat and they haven't agreed to the rules, don't say nothing to them until they agree to the rules, okay? And they've acknowledged it. And I say, okay, now you good. Now, the fourth thing is any attempt to hijack or undermine the H-Town Vet channel, all right? That's going to get a permanent ban. Ain't going to be no warnings on that. And we ain't got to do no whole bunch of talking. Now, here we go. Let us continue, family. Now, regardless of what you come up when it comes to rules, there's always going to be people that think, well, if I can't make my own rules here, I'm going to break the ones you got. And they're free to do that on their own because everybody grown. But they're not free to operate inside my chat. So we're going to make sure that we have, when y'all doing stuff, it's not a whole bunch of garbage, because what happens, y'all be talking good, then somebody be talking about, let's pray for the VA. And then we be doing good, then somebody talking about left, right, left, right, left, right. So that's enough to discourage people from participating in the chat and coming to the live streams. So we want to make sure we got that right. So rule breakers, okay. Now, then there's the attention seekers, okay? Watch for the attention seekers. I don't know if y'all know that in peacocks, the male is actually the one that's the most colorful, not the female. That female is the one that's brown to the right lower corner. The male, oh, he trying to get the attention of females. Well, like I've said, I'm not used to men getting my attention. This social media thing is weird to me, how men want to vie for my attention. And I never dated men. That's not my lifestyle. I'm not into that. So where I come from, you don't get up all up in a man's face. Let me get here. I want to show you who I am. Where I come from, you don't get all up in no man's face. You don't keep, if you're in a man's space and he telling you to slow down, you better slow down. Huh? I know they think we online. No, you can't play in nobody else's face. No, we're not allowing that. Because I'm going to tell you something. If I don't get respect from everybody, or let a few people get away with it, then everybody start losing confidence, whether they disrespect me or not. All right? It's like dealing with your children. If you let one break the rules, how many of them gonna listen? Now, I'm not equating y'all to children, but I'm telling you how to, an example. Love says real talk, H-Town, and Love says, Coasty says, hi, Love, and Mr. Zimmerman. Now, let us get back to what we're talking about here. Watch the attention seekers, because I'm gonna tell you something which I paid attention to. One of the main trolls, never heard them mention that they were a veteran or not. Was not clear to me. Never talked about really anything other than benefits. Not much about veterans and how we doing and what's going on. Just a whole bunch of goofy emojis. So I pay attention to that. So that's a tell. I pay attention to things. I pay attention when someone is just contradictory all the time. Yeah, no, they're not going to come in with that. They're going to try to read the room first. Well, guess what? You know how long it's going to take to read me? A lifetime. Why? Because I'm one that doesn't go to other people's environment. They come to mine. When I moved out to this house right here, there was no house. There was really no neighborhood. I moved in a place intentionally where I would be the first person. So when I did that, yeah, I didn't have no neighbors for a while. It was a bummer. No sidewalks and stuff. But everybody that came in here, they came after me. So I didn't have to fit into what they doing. So whatever they want to do or whatever their agenda was, I was doing it before they got here. So I don't have to go along with none of that. All I have to do is respectful of people's property and kind, and to those that are kind to me. So that's why I set the rules here. So if you come here, you got to play by the rules and keep it moving. You all right? Now, attention seekers, watch them. Now, this is the biggest one. We're on code, family. Everybody, look, it's greeting each other. We're not talking about things off topic right now. But the code breakers, those that want to break the rules, they're trying to break the chat. That's one, if they can't get to me, if trolls can't get to me, all they can do is try to disrupt the chat. And what had happened, if I didn't know what I was doing, I would put a whole bunch of restrictions on the chat, and then that would stifle y'all expressing yourself. So I had to make sure I found out a way to deal with this, and I did. Watch people that's trying to change the rules in midstream. If you change the rules in the middle of the game, where I'm from, that's called cheating. And you can't make rules in somebody else's house. Now, let us continue, family. Now, here's the most deadliest. And I'm going to come up on the screen for a second, then I'm going to go off. This is why I only want people communicating to people through email. Here's the most deadliest thing that they're doing. This is the most deadliest because the only way people can really communicate is in the chat. Okay? Now follow me. Follow me now. We'll get to the temperatures and stuff later. We're gonna have time to talk about that. They want to try to get people offline, and that's what one of the trolls was doing. All right? And so I had to learn, whatever communication we do is here or through email. I'm not giving nobody access to my subscribers. Some of you that already have some kind of contact with the people, okay, we ain't playing that. Because what happened, people will be, this is the problem. Now I'm gonna come back up on the screen. I want to describe this to you. Follow me here. Trolls, they're trolls online, but they also want to go offline and talk to my subscribers or bring people in that they know, okay, that they can come in here where they can be trolling both offline with them and online with us at both at the same time. Texting people, telling them what to say. All right, follow me. So that's why I have to make an example. You go to the biggest bully in the biggest bully in the what they call it in the playground, and then make an example out of that one. Now, another thing with the time wasting. Now, time wasting has become more innovative now, family. Okay, what do I mean? People that in the chat, that time waste, they know they can't. When they see the rules, they can't just do it right off the bat. They'll start coming up with a whole bunch of different this. What about that? What about this here? What about the price of tea in China? Well, what are you going to do to help us take action? Betty Bops says, good evening, Mr. H-Town. Hello, everyone. Right, Sister Betty Bops. We're going to, like I said, we're going to stay on topic. We're going to answer y'all greeting, but anything dealing with other than right now, let me go over the information and we'll get to it, okay? Once we get through this here. Now, assuming responsibility. Well, we know here that when it comes to the channel, I'm the one that has to assume, let me get over here. I'm the one, the H-Town vet, is the one that has to assume responsibility. This is why I had to lay down rules, because I'm taking hours to put this stuff together. 6 and 8 hours sometime in a day, 12 hours. One time it was 18 hours. So family, it looks easy, but then when I come in, people trying to play in my face, all they gonna do come in and say something, then they gone. And I can't cater the program to nobody, no one individual. No, we have our program. This is the way we do it. You can give suggestions, but we have to make sure it lines up with what we are doing and it's practical and what we're trying to get out. All right. Now, love, say hello, baby Bops, and let us continue, family. Now, and we're going to have the spies. As you know, when I start getting those trolls out the paint, the troll popped up, watching the whole time, have people in here go back and tell them how I know, because it happened before and they said it. So when there's people, we'll worry about people watching. Don't worry about, as long as we keep our language coded, we ain't got to worry about no VA. We ain't got to worry about nobody else. We ain't got to worry about nobody snitching. My channel is here. That's why I put all the information straight up. Okay, family? So yeah, it's gonna be people in there that's just trying to be nosy. Okay, let us continue. And our sister say, hello. And I don't know what, tell me what you mean. Okay. Sister Betty Bob, let us know what you mean by the statement about being scolded. You know, when we get to we're not at the after party. You probably have to be in here a little earlier. This is actually the topic that we're talking about tonight. Okay, so that's not, so when we get to the after party, we'll talk about that. And our sister going to say, yes, I am here. And let's see, because we got to watch out for the trolls. They'll take stuff and run with it. So we got to be careful on that. Now, Mr. Charleston says, hi, Betty Bobs and Gwendolyn. And Bonnie Woman says, hi, Gwendolyn. And Bonnie Woman says, hi, Betty Bobs. Now, let us continue. Let me take that down. Now, remember, we here in a social media space. We don't really, other than y'all seeing me, and I'm not AI, I come up on the screen. I'm the H-Town vet, and I'm who I am. So we don't know. Some people claiming to be veterans in here, they may not be veterans. Some people may claim a gender that they're not. Some people may claim this or that or whatever. So we got to always, when we're talking about things to help each other, make sure we keep our privacy good, because you don't know what you're dealing with in here. But we can do it in a way that's general, like we've been doing it. Now, let me see. So let us continue. Now, we're going to get that troll alert. We're going to pull that up when things start getting a little out of hand. We'll have that troll alert button come up. This is how we'll keep things in order, keep communication. And then when it comes down to this, if the platform is not what you think it should be, you like say you give a suggestion, but you don't like the way it's set up, you could choose, should you go, should you stay? That's going to be your choice. Because I have to tell you that the channel has been growing since I've been putting rules in place. Now, isn't that interesting? So now, family, that's it. So we're going to go over the topic. Look how long it took us. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Now, we'll get to the comments, but I appreciate y'all explaining things to people. This is the actual lesson. And for those that have been here a long time, they've seen it for 6 months. So for those of you that may be new, you may like, what's going on here? It's all chill to me. Maybe to you, but we know the whole story and we want to make sure everything right. Now we're going to we covered the topic for tonight. Now we're going to go into VA law. That's why I say get here in the beginning so you'll know what's going on. All right, now let's see. Let's see what's going on with the VA law. All right. All right, family. Hold on. Let me get the let's get let's see what we got here. Let's see. Now the first thing that we're going to cover, as we did say, see if we're going to do an update. This is the part that our brother what part of the thing you like the most, love? Which segment you like the most when the law comes up? Oh man. Oh no, sister, you're not disrespectful at all. Okay, so since we just got on the topic, we may have to take one little break. So I'll pull up the topic. We're going to stop since we covered the topic. We may have to discuss it a little bit. So for those of you who are watching this recorded, we've already went over the topic. So give us a moment. I'm going to pull myself up on the screen. So we may have to unpack it because I said so much stuff. that we may have to unpack it. So try to be here in a timely manner so you understand. So let me pull up what we were talking, then we'll get back to the law, okay? So the topic for tonight, and sister, we appreciate you. So she was saying, she said, I didn't want H-Town to think I was disrespectful. In no way did I think you necessarily disrespectful. You may not be clear on what's going on, or I may not be clear on what you were saying, but here's the thing. This is the thing what we're focusing on. And this is the problem. Now follow what I'm saying, Bionic Woman, Baby Bops, Mr. Charleston, Love, Sister Gwendolyn. Sister Gwendolyn, I want all y'all to understand where I'm coming from, because I'm fighting a war where people, what they'll do, it'll be one person come in and disrupt it, not y'all. Then it'll be chill. Then some other people come in, and then it'll be a pattern, and then they'll try to besmirch my reputation. So I'm handling things, making people agree with the rules, and the more I say it. Now, so here's the thing. We're trying to keep the lines of communications open here at the H-Town Vet, right? But we have message and communication sabotage that will happen from time to time, because the channel, we're going toward 2,000 subscribers, family. And people don't understand how a channel like this can grow. So what they'll do, Sister Baby Bops, what they'll do, Sister Bionic Woman, what they'll do, Brother Junior. Yeah, ain't no words. I got nothing but love for you, Baby Bops. You can't go nowhere if you want to. You ain't going nowhere, Baby Bops. If you leave, if you leave tonight, let's say you just say, well, I'm not going to do it tonight. You're going to have a black man crying on live. You want me to cry? Betty Bops, do you want me to cry? I wouldn't know why I was crying, but I would cry. And I sound like an old hound dog. You understand? Now, we got our brother Junior. I love that logo. Can you send me a logo like that? That's so beautiful. Brother, he say, hello, fellow vets. Hello, H-Town. And then Bonnie gonna say Junior. And look, we got through with that in 30 minutes. So we got the topic is out the way. We're gonna go over the law, and then we're gonna cover some things and that some other interesting topics. Then we got Brother Charleston Zimmerman say, hi, Junior. Love, say my favorite new rules on VA benefits, how the VA makes changes. Y'all know what's funny about that? Since we've been covering them, they don't want to put those rules out, do they? That's like somebody watching our channel. Yeah, I know you out there, VA. Now, look what it said. Love, say, hello, Junior. And Brother Charleston says, don't cry. And then Veteran Policy Plug say, hey, Junior. Betty Bob say, oh, no, congratulations on having over 2,000 members. Now, we're working toward it. We at 1,000, I want to say 1,000, I don't know if it's 800, 1,700 something, I don't know. We need about 300 more people. Can y'all help us get over that bunch? We need about 315 subscribers. That's what we need. What y'all gonna do to help us make that? Because my goal was to make that by end of January. Try to get some people in here. Now, Betty Bob say, no, congratulations. Yeah, no, you good. You ain't done nothing wrong. Now, Love say, hello, Policy Plug. So what I was saying, sister, and I'm gonna pull this back up on the screen. What they want to do is to create an environment where y'all are oversensitive to what I'm saying, because they know they'll come in and do their dirt and they'll hide in the background. The trolls, those type of trolls. And then I'll be sitting talking about order because I know they coming back, and y'all be like, dog, is H-Town talking about me? We hadn't seen learning in a while. Learning, what's going on? Now, so we're talking about communication sabotage. So those were the things we were going over. Now, learning, we got some new rules up in here, learning, to keep the trolling down. And all you have to do, hold on, is agree to them. Now look at what we got here. We thank you for saying hello, love, love. But to communicate in the chat, you got to follow these rules 1 through 4. You won't ignore the H-Town vet when he give you warning. You won't chat without agreeing to the rules. You won't name drop other people that's not in the chat, or name drop people that haven't agreed to the rules. All right. We don't mind you greeting them when they come in, but as far as any other thing other than greeting the person that come in, they got to agree to the rules, and no attempt to hijack, undermine the VA H-Town channel. And if you look at the second little plaque, it says to live chat, you got to agree yes to the rules. So all you have to do, okay, you did agree, but put yes in there because we want to do it. Put yes. That's all right. We thank you for agreeing, brother. We got that you agree. That's a good one. But put yes in the chat like everybody else, so we're all on the same page. All you got to do learn is put yes in there. Now let's go back here. Look at that, brother. Did that take all day? No. Now you don't have to ever worry about it again. Even if I modify, add things to the rules, brother learning, guess what? You already in here, so you got a pretty good understanding. Now, good job. Now, let's continue. So, like I said, and I want y'all to understand, I'm gonna kind of be nice this time, and I'm gonna kind of go over what we're going over, but y'all need to be here on time next time. All right. And I give you a break because I kept changing it, saying I canceled it and I was gonna bring it back. So that's on me. All right, because it didn't change it on YouTube. So that part on me. But from here on, be here at 6 p.m. because we already went over the information. And we did that in the first 30 minutes. So if other people that are watching recorded, they only want to see the information, they got that done in 30 minutes. It's over with. Now, the way the channel is going to be structured, we're going to have a standard operating procedure. And that's what I wanted y'all to understand, learning, and Sister Baby Bobs and our brother Junior just came in. Okay, just like in the military, the SOP, we're going to have a way we do it. We're going to structure it just like this. And that puts me on code. The first thing we're going to do in our procedure, we're going to have the topic. And that's going to be the number one thing we do. Second, we're going to go with VA law, which we're at now, but we got to get back to it. All right. Second thing, we're going to get an update on VA law. All right. Brother, love, favorite part. Then, now, we're going to cover the news. And we got some interesting things thanks to Sister Bionic Woman and yeah, I changed my mind. My sister say she glad I changed my mind. Yeah, I was kind of tired and kind of down and exhausted, family. And what was I saying? Okay, so I forgot what I was gonna say, but I'm talking about news topics that Sister Bionic Woman came up with an interesting topic. So if I don't get to them in a time right away, we get it. Then our sister Alaskan Ice, we got a few topics that she brought up, and she helped me find other videos. And I thank her for that, her and Bionic Woman. So that's the type of help I need from y'all family. Things like what Sister Gwendolyn does. We not here. Look, I don't want you to dislike me, but we ain't trying to be the best buddies in the world. We trying to get this information out. We trying to be respectful to each other and kind, but I may not be your cup of tea. You know, you may not hang out with me at the grocery store. Who hangs out at the grocery store? At the barbecue shack. But you say, well, you know, the message that he got, I like. And we're going to get it out to these other veterans. Huh? As long as the word gets out. Now, family, I took something off of the backdrop. I put where it's a answer in the word question. I only put Q&A. So hopefully that it's not as wordy, because that's what I think my niece was telling me, and my daughter said I had too much going on. Now he say, okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a while there. We're gonna stay on topic right now, love. Okay, now let's go back to where we were at with the VA law. We covered, so go back from the beginning and you can cover the topic that we covered. You get into the now let's do this here. So now let's go through the VA law. And in the after party, you're going to be able to talk about whatever you want to talk about. But we want to try to amplify what we're talking about now. I'm going to share the screen. Excuse me. Now let's do this. The laws keep changing. Now this is at the VA itself. These are laws, how they change it internally, family, okay? Now I want y'all to follow this for you that don't know this. You see that right there? You see that right there? This is at va.gov. All right. Now the last update that they made was on December 18, 2024. You can go here and you can see it, and we'll go over here on the channel all the time. So you don't ever have to feel like you left out the loop of what's going on. That's why we try to be relevant here at the H-Town Vet. So it goes by month. All right. Now, the last thing that was updated was on December 18, 2024. All right. So, and that, what was that? They was talking about just taking out old laws. You can see at the bottom what it's talking about. You can actually click on it. All right. But I'm gonna use this one as an example. Another thing, there's about 3 things that they changed on that day. They were updating update MST, which is military S trauma, second signature required for decision review officer. So this is something that they do internally. So let's click onto it. And it talks about the code sheet. And look, they got the different topics that's covered about this new modification to the regulation, to the regs, okay? They're changing the regulations more than the law itself, but they're all working it. And it talks about the different things. Okay, it gives an introduction. It did the date that it was changed. Then it talks about the data, and it breaks it all down. We've done this before where we went all through one topic. I mean, one of the issues, but that's what, so no update right now. Let me show you where you do it. Right up in the upper right-hand corner. Give me a second. Right there. No laws have changed, but we keep track because remember, now let me go back. Now remember, doing Thanksgiving, I mean like the day before Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, look at all the things that changed in November around Thanksgiving itself, family. Look at this. Did you see this? Yeah, let me do it like that. Look at that. They were busy around Thanksgiving. So family, like I said, if you come in late, you missed the topic, go back later, or you know, now we're in the live stream part where we cover other things. So you'll know the structure of the channel. Coming in late ain't gonna get it. If you're gonna miss it, you got to get it late, which is okay if that's how you want to do it. But to be actively involved, try to be here in a timely manner. Now let's see what we got. Oh, my fault. Okay, I'm sorry. I had removed myself from stage. That is so sorry. Thank you for saying something. Now we're going to get to the information of the day. I'm so sorry for that. Thank y'all for saying something, brother. Now, let's get back to the news. So let me see. Let's see what we got here. Uh, let's go. First thing we're going to talk about is caregivers. All right, the importance of caregivers. And we're just going to kind of go over a page that our sister Bionic Woman sent to us. So if you want more information, it would be a good idea to go to this page because it's very good information. Okay, and we're about to pull it up on caregivers. Why is the caregiver program so important as veterans and their dependents are not able to assist themselves as they get older, or you have such catastrophic illnesses or injuries and you may need help? Loud and clear now. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And we're excited to be here. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the after party where we talk about everything. So caregivers are very important. Let me ask you this in here. Do you know any veterans that have a caregiver or that's a part of the caregiver program? Give a thumbs up or a yes in the chat. Or why? Let us know. Now, no, I didn't mean to go that far. So let's talk about the caregiver program first. Sorry about that. So now let's pull up the information on the caregiver, and we want y'all to see here. So now, family, with the caregiver program, they have here's the site at va.gov. I'll go to VA, then type in VA caregiver support program. So they're doing things to help the caregivers. Now they have a caregiver announcement down here. You click on it and find more information. New legal and financial planning services. Click on this information. They actually have a link for that, for more important updates about caregiver support program. They have a link for that also. All right. So they go through the caregiver program. They have, they give information. The VA will no longer issue PCAFC paper checks. That's good to know, because that just doesn't help caregivers, that help all veterans. Now listen to what it says. This is for all veterans. Now, do you know anybody that doesn't get a check direct deposit? All right. If you are enrolled in the PCAFC and receive a stipend by paper check, you must enroll in direct deposit as soon as possible to ensure timely payments. Because what's going to happen if you don't enroll in that program, you're going to have issues. So just go there to va.gov, and that's some good information. Of course, we're going to go over it in more detail later on. They have caregiver resources at the bottom. Look at all these caregiver resources. Announcement tools, legal and financial planning, all of that. Caregiver events. Come on, family. Now, let us continue. Now let's deal with what that first thing. We want to thank our sister Bionic Woman. Now here we want to thank our sister Alaskan Ice, because we talked about this subject when we were looking at the Congress hearing where the one congressman was trying to change it. Him and other congressmen, of course, he led the bill where because right now, if you're in the if let's say you're in emergency, you have 72 hours to report to the VA. If you go to a non-emergency emergency room, okay? So you need to report. You have 72 hours from the time of you going in the hospital. He's trying to get it where you can do it 72 hours after you get out. Because he say people might be in a coma, they may not be in a state, or they may be incapacitated in some way that they're not able to contact the VA, or family members might not even know or know how to. So this is what we're talking about. Non-VA visits, okay? Non-VA hospital emergency visits. Now, let's talk about this. Let me see what I got here. Okay, now, If you get in an emergency situation as a veteran, have that veteran card, that white card. Let me know if y'all got that white card. You need to put it close to you. Put it in your wallet, even though we don't use it. The one you go to the VA. Who has that VA healthcare card? Let us know. Put a Y in the chat. I'm gonna let y'all know. Put a Y in the chat if you got that VA health card. Make sure you of your family member. I got mine, but I don't have it on me all the time, so I got to get that right. If you're in a car accident or something, let them know with the VA health card, because, okay, let's see who got that VA health card. Who got that new one? What color is it? It's still white? Let me know if that new one's still white. Okay, we got, look. Oh, hold on. Everybody got their VA health card. What you got the new one? Oh, Lord, let's see. We got H-Town say he got his. Let me pull myself up because y'all got me being nosy. Who got that health card? Come on, family. H-Town say he has his. We're talking myself in third person, right? Brother Charleston say he has his. Sister Baby Bop say they have theirs. And Brother Learning, 09 Learning say he got his. Whoever, zero, male or female, I'm sorry. Brother Coasty say he got his. Learning say yes. The alternative say yes. Look, I suggest what I do, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I make sure that they give that card to the people in the ambulance so that they'll know. All right? That has helped out. I'm not saying that's a rule, but let them know and let them show it. Yes. Now let's see what he say. He said, I don't. How do I get it? Family. Now this is important. We got to stop for this. Our brother Veteran Policy Club need to know how to get that card. Okay, learn to say, I'm a male. Respect. I respect your pronouns. Huh? Now, how our brother asked a real good question. And then Love say hello. The alternative asked a real good question. How do they get that card? Anybody here know how you got your card? You go over to somewhere by emergency over here at the Houston VA, and you need to go into admissions, and what documentation? They starting to tell you the documentation that you'll need. Now, do they ask you about your income? Do they ask you that when you go to get the card? Now, listen to what Brother Zimmerman says. I carry under my driver license in my wallet. Okay, how do you go get it? You go up there and you request one. Have the proper documentation. Have something, your DD-214. I would suggest have your ID. Have at least two forms of ID. Listen, and you don't leave until you get your card. They're gonna tell you don't qualify. Don't leave. Tell them I need help. Going on to the emergency room. If you're in that bad shape, that means you need the emergency room. Huh? If something is really crisis like that. Now, somebody give him some advice, if y'all don't mind, on how you got your VA healthcare card to go to the VA hospital, that is. Now, back to what we're talking. Let me pull this all the way up. So when they go in there, sometimes you can make it to the VA hospital. That's cool. You give them your card when you get ready to, somebody's, put you in an ambulance, make sure your family have access if you're incapacitated. If they take you to the VA gonna pay for everything, right? Especially if you're in the 6 qualifying groups to be a veteran. All right. Now, he said, okay, thanks, Vets. You go down there to that VA, have that proper identification. Now, if you can't make it to the VA emergency room, now this is where the issue comes in at, right? And you go to a non-VA emergency room facility, like Methodist Hospital down here, Herman Hospital, Bental, or some of these urgent care. I found that the urgent care, many of the VA have connections with the urgent cares, and they allow you to go to these urgent care rooms. They have a list over at the VA hospital or clinics they tell you about. Check the next time you go so you get a list of these urgent care places that you can go to that's hooked up with the VA. So that's why you need that card on you. I'm gonna start carrying mine, so I apologize. I'm telling y'all something to do that I didn't do. Now let's go to this is another one we're gonna look at. Look, we ain't but an hour in, we getting this stuff done. That's what I'm talking about. Then we get to that after party, we can do this thing. Now let's see what we got here. I'm gonna add to the stage. So now listen to what before we get there, we got to talk to what y'all said, because y'all on point. Listen to what let me go back to this screen. I like that screen, look pretty. Now listen to what Bionic Woman says. She said you can go to civilian ER, just show your VA ID, notify the VA within 72 hours of going into the hospital. Now listen. Now y'all tell me this here. Y'all tell me this here. Is there a number on that? Don't that card has like a medical number on it? Did the VA put it, and does it say on there still that you're service connected on it? If you're service connected, disabled veteran, that is it still on the card that say service connected? And does it have a medical number on there? Y'all see what I'm saying? Is there a type of medical number up there? I thought that new card I got had a medical number that they can use to put in at any civilian hospital, non-VA facility. Come on. And listen to my sister say, 72 hours, let you and your family know. Get the information, okay? We're going to go over that. We're going to get that, and we're going to break that down. So now, look what we're going to get to you, Brother Learning, because y'all putting out good information. Learning say, I have used urgent care and used my card. Now, when you say urgent care, you went to, hold on. Have you used urgent care for non-emergency or for emergencies? Let us know in the chat, Learning, because other people are watching this live and recorded, and they need to know these things. Now, let's see what Bionic Woman say. Civilian hospitals. Okay. Now, Brother Charleston says, I got in 1996 health insurance back then with my DD-214 pre-registration, went through 3 different cards since then. The card I got more strong on info. Now let me ask you this here, y'all. How many of them healthcare cards at the VA have you went through? I'm gonna be honest. Be honest. How many have you lost, destroyed, or that the VA just updated them? I think I've been through 3. This is my confession, okay? Not that my chick on the side got one on the way. That's Usher's song. So brother did say, yes, it says service connected. Now this is what I need to know, family. Have you looked at your card? I don't have mine on me. I'm gonna look at it. Does it, if you're service connected, does it say service connected? Did you update it once you got your disability rating? Please let us know. Oh, somebody had it more than me. I only had to go change mine 3 times. Betty Bops changed hers 5 times. We want an answer. Why so many times? How many times did the VA just change the card? How many times was it on your end? We want responsibility. I'm not taking responsibility for mine. I get confused about my medicine. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, look what it say. Okay, now this is the interesting part. Just like driver's license, they have the barcode and magnetic strip info. That's why you got to be careful who has access to your card. What if they run get treatment saying that they're the veteran and they don't look at your picture on there? Huh? Some people say I look like my cousin Tyrone. Huh? Now, listen to what Brother 09 Learning says. It's called a member ID, and you also have a plan ID. Please, if y'all know, I've seen that on the member ID and plan ID on that VA healthcare card. What's the difference between a member ID and a plan ID? The H-Town vet, Just never looked it up. I just stayed there confused. I know that's shame on H-Town Vet, right? Now let's see what we got here. So let me make sure I got everything right. Okay. Now, family, like our sister Betty Bob says, yes, it has a number and it says service connected. That service connected, I think, right under the picture. Let me ask you this here. When you give it to the hospital staff or your family give it to the hospital staff, should they let them know that you're service connected? Because if you're service connected, all your healthcare treatment is free, other than dental. But what if you go to the emergency room for dental? Does the VA cover it? Now let's see what Learning says. He said, I've used, let me see what I got. I got to pull over here where I can see it. Learning say, I got to make this the full screen. Now, Learning say, I've used it for non-emergency care. I wouldn't go to the VA and he said I couldn't go to the VA and they told me to use urgent care. I've even gotten medicine. Hold on, why are you keeping these secrets? Did y'all know y'all could get medicine at urgent care? I'm passing by the urgent care all the time. He said he used it for a non-emergency care. I'm gonna have to try that out. Are any of you gonna check and look at the list and ask them, do they take VA healthcare card? Man, that's good. Say yes, it says service connected for learning. Now let's see what Bionic Woman say. I did not know that you have to update your VA healthcare if your disability rating has increased. No, not if it increased. It's either when you get service connected, either you're service connected or not. That's it. Now, what I'm talking about, you need to let them know that you're service connected. But when you're 50%, you don't have to pay for nothing. The VA gonna handle all that behind the scenes. So I don't mean to confuse nobody. Your whole thing that you're service connected. Some you might have to pay back to the VA, some not. Usually don't. Before I was service connected, they charged me for the meds. They didn't charge me for the visits. So you just check that out. Now look what it say. Army George say, just got a new card, good for 10 years. Did y'all know the cards expired now? I didn't know the cards expired now. Did y'all know that? Come on, family. Now let me move over here. Oh Lord. Did y'all know that the cards expired now? He just taught me something. That the VA healthcare cards expired. Love say hello, Army George. Then listen what our sister Betty Bob say. My husband was in the service before he retired. Each time I went to then VA, the card would change and they would ask for income information. Yes, they would. Now, I got my card in 1994. I was service connected. Okay, let me ask you this here. They asked you about your income information. Did they ask you about your other healthcare insurance? Let me tell y'all about that. Can we sit back and peep game? At the time that I became service connected, I was still working. I was 50%, but I was still working. So guess what happens, family? Guess what happens? I have to go to the hospital or some outside the VA. The VA sent me outside. This before community care, they had what they call fee basis. And when I went out there, so the VA sent me, they're responsible for it. I want y'all to hear this. I go and do the procedure at a hospital. Hold on, I'm stopping everything. My sister Alaskan Heist is in the house. I'm not excited about it. I'm just sitting there chilling. We're covering the information. I feel better, sister. Everybody show love to our sister Alaskan Ice. She's the one, Bionic Woman and her are the reason we're going over the information that we're going over now. Everybody show love. Now let me finish my story because you made me think of something interesting, Betty Bobs. So I'm in there going to the hospital. I get my procedure done, whatever, they checked me out the hospital. I stayed there. Come back. Now follow me. Come back. And when I come back home, about a couple 3 weeks later, I get a statement in the mail talking about how they charge my insurance. I started to panic. I almost flipped back on my couch. But I looked down at the bottom and said, this is not a bill. I say, well, why they got all this stuff itemized? Do you know, even though I was service connected at 50%, where they're supposed to take care of all my health care, and this was approved by the VA still charged my insurance, the part that they supposed to pay. Did y'all know that? And if you have Social Security, the VA will still charge Social Security. That's why they ask if you have Social Security when you go in there. For their part, the VA, they'll get them, but they won't charge you anything, okay? Now we on chat that's about what we're talking about, so we own it. Now, listen to what 09 Learning says. I got my medication, I got my BP medication for 50 cents. Oh, I'm hating all the way. Do you know when I finally got my service connection? Because before that, I didn't have no insurance when I was going to college to be a teacher. And when I started doing my student teaching, I started getting sick. I ain't never getting around them kids that make you sick. They don't be washing their hands and stuff. I say, don't get close, go wash your hands. So when I went in there, I developed fees, for medicine. That medicine was costing big money, and I couldn't afford it because I had no insurance. So it didn't cost much there, but it built up to about $84. But guess what happened? They never bothered me about it until I got my service connection. Just like when you get severance pay, first thing the VA do went reach in there. So when I knew that I owed it, some other veterans had told me, go pay that bill or try to get it wiped away. Some people get it wiped away, especially if your ward effective date is before you got the medicine or whatever treatment. But I paid it $84. They still took it out of my check, and I said, here goes my check stub. Here goes the copy of my check. Y'all don't follow charge. They gave my money back. They go right into your VA check and take it. And Sister Betsy said, Bob said yes. And then, of course, Alaska and I say hello, good evening, everyone. Now, did you know, Sister Alaska Ice, that the VA healthcare card expires? Mine must be expired. I got to go look at it. I just do it in the drawer and didn't use it. Now, Brother Charleston says, my card expires 2028. When do your cards expire, family? I got to go look for mine. Then Bionic Woman say, hi, Alaskan Ice. And then Betty Bob say, I think I was TRICARE, but they left me alone. Now listen, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't gonna believe this here. When my mom was living, do you know she went up to the VA and they was telling her, well, man, we can't help you. And she say, my son fought in Desert Storm and he comes here. Do you know they treated my mom and she's not even a veteran? I told her, you can't go up there doing that. She said, they treated me. She needed some help with something. Can you believe that? I think she was embarrassing him or something. I said, my mama a character. Now, Love say, hello, Alaskan Ice. I know I tell some crazy story, but it's true. Now, Brother Charleston says, has Navy veterans thanks never noticed before. Okay. Now, Veteran Posse Plug say, hello, Alaskan Ice. Then Alaskan Ice says, Bionic Woman, Betsy Bobs, hello. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. And then, because I be telling stories, not untrue stories, but just stories of my life. Now, we got a Veteran Policy Plug say hello. I looked over because the screen came up. Now, listen, the alternative say, hi, Alaskan Ice. Do y'all see one of the most amazing things? That the younger group is starting to come into and we getting more women, female veterans in there. We thank you. And I really appreciate it. And some of you been here from the beginning, then others found out later. And I appreciate y'all because we need y'all here. It's so important. Now, Veteran Policy Plug say, great topic. We might have to talk about that card. I'm gonna have to go get my card updated. When does yours expire, family? Huh? Now, Veteran Policy Plug say insurance companies will not pay it. Oh, really? Now, Alaskan Ice say the alternative. Hello. Then Bionic Woman said, my card expires in 2026. Y'all got me with anxiety right now. Y'all gonna make me go look for that card. I ain't got time to play for y'all. Man, I didn't know they expired. I need to start reading stuff. Army George says, the VA will bill my Medicare. Okay. And then the VA takes care of the rest if anything's not covered. That's the same way the VA do, Champ VA do with my daughter. They're gonna bill whatever is insurance, and then they take care of everything else. So you covered. You don't have to pay nobody nothing. Huh? Now, as far as your TRICARE, my sister Betty Bops, TRICARE is people with Champ VA, like my daughter can go into the VA hospital. With TRICARE, can you go into the VA hospital if your husband is 100% disabled, or just with TRICARE itself? Can you go to the VA hospital? Do you know, baby Bops? Let us know. Now, listen what Alaskan Knight says. Hers don't expire to 2032. Why y'all always hurting my feelings? When they say, who hurt you? Alaskan Ice. Now, Betty Bob say, hi, Alaskan woman. Say, Alaskan Ice. Oh, boy, she say, Betty Bob say, Alaskan Ice. Yes. Now, let's see what we got here. Boy, y'all, I'm enjoying this. Now, family, Veteran Policy Plug, question. If you have had the VA take from your taxes for medical reasons, like medicine, my CPAP, can you get those funds back because of service connection was backdated? Yes. There's so much that you can do when it's backdated. Okay, for example, yes, but you need that information. Okay? For example, you should be able to. I don't think there should be no problem. Let's see. Now, you're dealing with the VA now. Let me explain. When I moved in my house in 2005, are you following me? When I moved in my house in 2005, I was not service connected. So I had to pay, I used the VA home loan. I had to pay the VA funding fee. Well, that's 2005. 2008, I got my 50%. I'm service connected now. Guess what? Because my back pay date, my effective date was before I bought my house, only by a couple of months. Did you hear me? Only by a couple of months. Now, I think they went all the way back to 2004 with my service connected, probably, but it's still under a year. So, and I got my house 2005. They had to pay me my VA funding fee back. You know how long it took me to get my VA funding fee back? And once I found out about it, it took me about a year. And only when I refinanced my house, because I was with GMAC, who went bankrupt. You remember GMAC back in the day? I went with, they turned into Aqua Loan. Then I went to Navy Federal. And when I went to Navy Federal, I ended up getting my money back. Because, yes, that was, I don't know how, but I got about almost $5,000. Did you hear what I said? I got my funding fee back. Yes, sir. Now, Alaska Knight says the alternative, hello. And then 09 Learn say, the card expires in 10 years and has your branch Army logo on it. Do you have your logo on there? Who has that? Let me know if you got your logo for your branch. I need to put my branch on there, and I need to make sure it's service connected on there. I think it is. Now listen, Learning says if you have retired from the military, you have TRICARE, and your family will have to use TRICARE, not the VA. Now, so y'all understand. So, like we was talking about our sister Betty Bops, who's a dependent of a retiree. Okay. If, let's say her husband was 100%, I don't know if he is or not, let's just assume he was. She could only use TRICARE. The dependents only can use TRICARE. They can't use CHAMP VA if you have TRICARE already. But if they don't have TRICARE, they can use CHAMP VA, which is a civilian healthcare insurance for dependents of 100% disabled veterans. Now listen to look how we having fun in this chat. You see, family, this is what I'm trying to create here. Huh? The environment, we went over the topic, and it'll take us, but what, 30 minutes? And that's what kind of bothers me. I want to make sure we got through the topic. Now, whoever don't want to be here, they got the information they need from the topic, and we kept moving. That's how we're going to do it. And we're going to go over dues, too. We're about to go over that. Now, Brother Charleston Zimmerman says, hi, Alaskan Ice, 2032, gee, that's a long way off. How did you get the hookup like that, Alaskan Ice? Huh? Am I hating over here? Betty Bob say, TRICARE is when my husband was in the service. Yes, that is a healthcare insurance for retirees themselves and their dependents. All right, they're qualified, their spouses and their children. Up to what age, Betty Bobs, will children get TRICARE? I think CHAMP VA is up to 23 or 25. I forget, family. Now, because I got to check with my daughter. Now, I want to make sure my medical records travel with me. Now, that's a key thing. Now, listen to what Bionic Woman say. Can my husband go to the VA dental clinic? He has CHAMP VA. They used to do it. You got to go check. They got what they call that something, Delta Dental, but they used to do other medical, depending on the VA facility, because the VA hospital used to let you go, let the dependents go, and to the VA clinics. But they stopped them from the clinics. Check with the hospital and see. Call the dental clinic at the VA hospital near you, okay? Don't take the first person word for it. Call, then go up there, because they'll lie to you on the phone, Sister Bionic Woman. Now listen what Betty Bob say. My husband retired from the Navy in 2006. Okay. Now, the Alaskan Knight says, I was offered my insurance card at the VA, and they never took it. A lady from the insurance called me yelling the phone, saying that the VA should have paid for some services. I told her it was health care, not insurance. Oh, she was mad at you. Alaskan Ice, she was mad. Did you have her feeling some kind of way? Did you ask her, who hurt you? Let's finish. I want to know how this conversation went. Now, H-Town ain't that messy, but I'm nosy. Let's see what she say. I told her to have him call the VA, and they will end up with a huge bill. I did not hear from her. Wow. Alaskan Ice is gangster. Can we just accept it? Very kind tone. Did she say, okay, call him if you want to. And you're going to end up with a large bill. Man, do y'all see? Ain't nobody playing around here. We need to know about this medical stuff, because the number one reason people file for bankruptcy is medical bills. So we want to make sure that the VA cover our medical stuff, and other people don't have us signing paperwork outside the VA system that can get us in problem. Now, the alternative says, my VA IC, time out, VA health insurance card expires in 2032. That seems to be that's the third time I heard that. No expiration on my veteran choice card. Oh, so you opened up a can of worms, alternative. Alternative, you opened up a can of worms. What are we supposed to do with the VA choice card? How is it different from the VA healthcare card? Now I'm just confused. Family, can we talk? What's the? I got the choice card, but I need to get it again. Excuse me, what the way I said it. Now, last can I say again, and then Bonnet Woman say Air Force logo is on my card. I do not have the Army logo on my card. I don't think. I'm going to check. It's on my driver's license. Let me ask you this, Betty Bops. Well, I don't know if you're not going into the VA. You're going through TRICARE. Does it has your card? Does it the TRICARE card has your husband's branch of service, Navy, on the card or not? Let us know. Alaskan, I said I have the Army logo. Wow. Now I should have it too, Alaskan Nights. Why y'all get to do stuff and I don't get to do it, huh? Huh? Why I'm like, I never feel good left out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just don't like being left out. Now, Learning says TRICARE is up to age 23, and I think it's the same for Champ VA. Now, Alaska Night says I got my card almost 3 years ago. Now, it's been over 10 for me. I got to go and get an updated one. Can you go to the clinic or you have to go to the main VA hospital, Alaska Night? She's down here in my area, so she knows the Houston VA. We're in the Houston metropolitan area. Now, Betty Bob say, I don't know. Our son went into the Marines in 1998 and he was 17. Yeah, I think they lose their benefits, whether it's TRICARE, whether it's Champ VA, the benefits that they get once they join the military. If my daughter didn't join, she said, I ain't going to the military. She said, I'm looking at you. I ain't going to the military. I said, what you trying to say? Now, Veteran Policy Plug say, thank you. Thanks to the family. That's what we're here for. Now, listen what it says. The other reason of Charleston say, and divorce, H-Town vet, medical costs. Yes, divorce and medical costs can bankrupt you. Yes, I ain't think about that. Betty Bob say, I go through the VA. Now let me ask you, when you go through the VA, do you get a card, or using a TRICARE card, or using a VA healthcare card? Look what she says. But I also have private insurance. Does the VA ask you about that private insurance when you go in there? Or is it already pulled up? Let us know. Now let's get to this wonderful information that we were talking about. Family, we're talking about these non-VA facilities. So we're going to go over this information that our sister Alaska Nice gave us, and we want to thank her and the Bionic Woman. Now, she answered my question here. She said, I got my card through the Lake Jackson VA, and I had to take a picture there. Oh, I didn't know they do it at clinic. Now, Lake Jackson, is that a clinic or is that a full VA hospital? I'm assuming you told me before it's a clinic. She say a VA healthcare card. Does it have your brother branch of service, Betty Bops? Does it have the Navy on there, or it just show that you're dependent? Let us know so it'll help other people that don't have the card that can go get it as a dependent like you. Okay, it's a clinic. It's a clinic. Okay. Now, right now, y'all can just keep chatting because we went over the main topic. That's all, fam. Once we go to the main topic and you're talking about what we're talking about and stay on message, we good. Now, let us get into this. Now, this is what our sister sent us, and I want y'all to pay close attention to this. Let me minimize. Now, this is the VA website dealing with, we're talking about emergency care. We had kind of got off, but so dealing with you going to the emergency room, things that you need to do. If you think your life is in threat, don't wait for the VA facility. Call 911. Okay, what to know. Look what it says. What you need to know if you are going to a non-VA healthcare, a non-VA facility for an emergency. Excuse what? Let me say it again. What to know if you are going to a non-VA facility for emergency care. All right. Oh, look at what's clear here. The facility must be an emergency department. So you have to have a. So you can't be walking in a regular thing. It has to be emergency part of it. If it ain't an emergency, they're not covering it. What else you must do? And you can go into more detail later. You must get notified. We must be notified. The VA must be notified of your care within 72 hours. All right. What else? The VA can only cover emergency care when you meet certain requirements. And that depends, okay. And so there we go. And they talk about it for mental health also. I didn't know you can. Did y'all know that you can go get I didn't know they cover mental health conditions. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. That you can get covered for that. Wow. Let's see. In most cases, we will provide or cover the cost of your emergency mental health card, your mental health care, and up to 90 days of related services, even if you're not enrolled in the VA healthcare system. Even if you're not enrolled. Come on, family. Man. Okay. I got it messed up. She's actually a dependent. Your husband just retired, but you're not a dependent. She's a disabled veteran herself. I forgot that, Betty Bops. H-Town, don't get it twisted. I'm talking to myself now. Now listen what our brother Veteran Policy Plug said. Thank you both for this topic. Ain't this amazing? Now we haven't got to I say when you go to the VA and sign in on the screen and ask you if you have any other insurance, it does. Now, our brother Charleston say any topic with veterans. Now, our sister Betty Bob says, H-Town, you almost set off my triggers. Oh, let me slow down. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me calm down. We're gonna stand down. I don't want to say nothing else. I don't remember what I said. We don't want to set off no triggers, and we don't want nobody to go in the emergency room. So this is the information. If you need it, we're gonna get off this here at va.gov. You go to the home, go to resource and report, getting emergency care at non-VA facility is what you need to do, okay? Now, and they will watch you. I guess you can be in that mental health thing for a long time. What do they say here? They say up to 90 days, I think. Yeah, 90 days. Now, we're going to let that go. Now, let's move back. As my auntie would say, let's talk about something else. Now, this is another amazing thing that our sister Alaskan Ice gave us. My veteran family, sister Gwendolyn and our brother Chief Mike, y'all just gave me such wonderful information. This is actually the VA hospital here in Houston, the Michael E. DeBakey VA Medical Center. Now, we don't want to set no triggers our sister. We love the family. We love y'all. But it happens sometimes we don't even know it, huh? So when you go there, we were talking about rating the VA. For those of you that weren't in here before, and we thank God for Junior showing up. We really appreciate you. Now, here we go. Now, when you go into that hospital, you might want to know, before you go there, you may want to know what their rating is. And our sister, Alaskan Ice, she broke down the ratings of the hospital and sent the link to me. And I thank her so much. Huh? Let me see what we got. So we're going to talk about this. Family, can we talk? Now, y'all look at this. And you go to this site to look up your VA hospital and any VA clinic, any VA healthcare facility. And there should be a way that you can leave a rating. Is there a way you can leave a rating, Alaskan Ice, there? Or do they tell you where to go to give them your opinion? Because I didn't know you could rate the hospital. We need to and request it. Where do we get that from? The information desk at the VA? Talk to us, family. Anybody knows. So let's pull this up. Look at this, family. Okay, let me see. Family, look at this. So this is for the Michael E. DeBakey, and it talks about the hospital. It has a 3.2 rating. Do you consider it high? It tells you when the VA is open, when it's closed. It tells you that it's currently closed and that it'll be open tomorrow, where it's located. It's got the address. It breaks down the stars here. Come on now. The highest rating is a 5, the lowest is a 1. And we learned it from the congressman that was talking about it. And you can put in here at the top, search yours right here, which one you want to find. It's Bird Eye. That's where you go to look for it, okay? Reviews, Bird Eye. And you can review all the hospitals. And I'm assuming you can do other things, but we're talking about hospitals, VA hospitals here today. Now, let us continue, family. And we, again, thank you so much for this information. Thank you. The sister, we got highlights tonight. Sister Bionic Woman and our sister Alaskan Ice for giving us such wonderful information. I didn't want y'all to think I was overlooking information. I just been so busy. Freezes worry me so my mind don't think clearly because my pipe froze. I didn't have water for 2 weeks, and so whenever it freezes, I get kind of concerned. Did I drip the water? Now let's continue, family, because it don't stop there with this family. Did it stop there? Did our sister Alaskan Ice stop giving information? No, she kept it going. And family, that's why we appreciate her. Bam. Now let's talk about it, family. So let's talk about these disabled veteran plates. We're going to do one special program on it, but you see, we're going to talk about disabled veteran plates. In particular, 2 little topics. We're just going to go over a couple of videos. All right. So you see what H-Town got right there? That's why I got mine. I was trying to get it like you, Junior. I want to be like you. I was trying to get one similar to yours because I saw his Army logo. Isn't that a nice logo? Now, these are Texas plates, the H-Town H-Town DV, the H-Town Disabled Vet. And here they let you know your branch of service. That's what you want to use. All of them going to have disabled veteran U.S. Armed Services. Now, but this is what you need to understand, that you don't want to get in trouble with these plates. Now, they got some places where you can just be a veteran and they'll let you park, like at Lowe's, Hardware, or different places, right? Now, let me stop here because I want to hear what she says about these ratings. Now, here we go. Let me see what she's talking about with these ratings. Y'all give me a chance. I got to pull it up on full screen. Sister Alaskan Ice says, sometimes that sends me surveys which are supposed to be private. I had a bad experience. So I told them that happened and then got an additional survey which I did not complete. Oh, okay. So they say it was going to be private and somehow somebody found out what you said. Is that what you're saying, Alaskan Nice? Oh, what's nice, learning? You like what uh, the veteran, the license plate I showed you, or the veteran parking. Look for it in hotels. Where have y'all seen just veteran, not disabled, just veteran parking? Tell me some of the places that you've seen these type of signs for veteran parking. I saw them at, and I'm gonna put in here where I saw them. Okay, yeah. See, that's why we bring you. Okay, I saw him. He said yes, the license plate. I'm gonna get back to that. I saw him at hotels and stores. Saw him at Lowe's, and no, Lowe's was one of the stores I saw him at. Now Alaska Knight said you can go to search and put in, does Michael E. DeBakey have a review service? Oh, now you really teaching me the game now, sister. And anybody watching this recorded, you see how many people that you blessed in their family? Come on now. Now, sister came in with that caregiver program. Our sister came in there, and all the stuff that y'all putting in the chat, y'all filling in the spaces for us. We thank you. Now, Brother Charleston say Lowe's, use them sometimes, if not full. Oh, malls. Yeah, there ain't too many malls, but yes. Okay. I'm gonna look for them at the mall. Now, look what our sister Bionic Woman say. Some shopping centers, Lowe's, Home Depot. I'm gonna have to look for them at Home Depot. And that's just if you're a veteran, okay? If you're an already discharged veteran, you can park there. You don't have to be disabled. Now, but we're going to talk about this disabled thing. All right. Oh, look at it. I got it. What Mission Barbecue at? Mission Barbecue got a veteran sign. It must be a veteran that own that. Come on now, family. Come on. You know, that's a veteran that own that barbecue place. You see how pleasant it is? Now, look. Sister Alaska Nice knows this. And I'm sure our sister Bionic Woman may know this too. And for those of you, our sister, if she's a disabled vet, I forget, our sister, the alternative, you should know this too. And all the other veterans that live here in Texas. It used to be you could park in a handicap spot with only your disabled veteran tags. Okay? Now, you follow me? I want y'all to follow me. Now you need, since 2022, they changed it. You got to have your handicap tag, unless you have the disabled veteran tags with the handicap wheelchair symbol, like you see in the blue in the blue placard. If you have that on your driver's license, you can park there. But I never want to get the handicap thing because it takes up too much space. So I just stick it in the window. Now, George say, if you travel and leave your car in the parking lot with disabled plates, will not have to pay a fee to go to out of the airport, to get out of the airport. No, not at the airport. So I'm glad you brought that up on me, George. This is very important because when you go into other states with your car with DV tags, we're about to cover that too, okay? We're about to get into this. Now, Learning says, I think the owner of Mission Barbecue are our veterans. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm thinking, because that's real specific to have a regular business unless you a veteran or somebody in their family was a veteran. Now, let us continue, family. Give me a chance here. Now we're going to pull up our video. Now, give me a second. I got to. Okay, family. Now we're about to look at this handicap situation. Let me handicap parking or disabled parking, disabled veterans parking in handicap spots, okay? Can we do this, family? Let me see what I got here. Let me stop the music because we're about to play a video here. Now, let us continue. Fair use, fair use. This is for educational and informative purposes for veterans to know about how to navigate having these disabled veteran license plates and parking in certain handicap spots and in different states. Okay. So you may have DV plates in one state, but you need to make sure they honor them in the other state. So family, let's get into it. Y'all ready to do this? All right, let's do it, fam.
Veteran visiting Colorado Springs had his car.
So now he's from Texas, but he visited Colorado Springs. Watch what happens.
Thanks, Alan. Well, a disabled veteran visiting Colorado Springs had his car towed this weekend, and he says it should have never been taken away. The towing company disagrees. News 5's Ryan Martin joins us live with more on this story. Ryan?
Andy, it was in the parking lot of this apartment complex behind me when a Vietnam veteran woke up Saturday morning to go get some coffee, only to find the parking spot where his car was parked empty.
It's insane that the state of Colorado and these predatory towing companies prey on people like me.
Ray Schmidt's car was towed over the weekend. He's a Vietnam veteran with Texas license plates that read Disabled Veteran U.S. Armed Forces.
The VA says that that car is eligible for handicap parking, and it should be honored by every state.
When he went to pick his car up from Midnight Recovery, he says he was told his plates are not valid for handicap parking in Colorado. Over the phone, the towing company told me there's a difference between disabled veteran and a disabled veteran handicapped, and that federal law requires drivers to have handicap plates or placards to park in reserved parking spots.
It was my assumption that I wasn't breaking any law by parking in that parking spot that was marked disabled.
He paid more than $350 to get his car back, but says it wasn't without a headache.
She got really disrespectful and told me finally that, look, we're closed, you're trespassing, get out.
He's happy he was able to get his vehicle back before his trip ended, but he would like to see a change before the next time he comes to visit.
I would hope that legislation would take into consideration that this is a unnecessary law that we have in the state of Colorado that won't honor all veterans, no matter where they live, from Alaska to Hawaii.
Colorado lawmakers are currently reviewing towing laws in our state. One of the changes they are considering is to require towing companies to get authorization from a property owner or apartment complex before making a non-consensual tow. Live in Colorado Springs, Ryan Martin, News 5.
Okay, family. Let's say this here. Let me come up on the screen. What do you think should be done? Come on, I need y'all to be real with me here. Now,
so we have to ask.
Hold on.
Where'd you get your nickname Soft?
Okay, let me cut that off. Now, family, I need to ask y'all. Come on, let's talk. We family, right? Let me put this here. When we driving with these disabled veteran tags, we need to be careful, man. And ladies, okay? Now let's see what they say here. I'm gonna have to catch up on the chat. Y'all talking about, let's see. Yes, the license plate, the hotels and stores. Okay, I went over that. Malls. Right here, George says, okay, let me see what Brother George, and we're going to catch up because we listened to the thing. If you travel, okay, I think we went over that one. Parking lot, you want to pay, okay. After what's called them, okay, let's get the next one. He say, yeah, I think the Lowe's founders are veterans, HD. Okay. Not. Oh, he got jokes. Now let's see what they say. Alaska Knight says Texas Roadhouse and the Lake Jackson Mall have a parking space for veterans. They don't have the one over here that's about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes from me. They don't. They don't have veterans parking. I'm feeling a little jaded again. I need to stop being so sensitive, right? Now, Bionic Woman says DFW, Dallas Fort Worth Airport, except DV license plate, free parking. Okay. For those of you in Texas, y'all need to take advantage of that. Know that when you're taking your vehicles. Now, Army George say Texas doesn't have the handicap wheelchair symbol on their plates. Yes, they do. Yeah, I know people that have it. They got rid of it, you're saying? Did they get rid of it? No, they have it on there. I've seen people with it. Then you can put it on there with the DV plates. I just chose not to. Have they changed it? Let me know. I've seen it before. I know about 7 veterans that had it, but I don't know if they changed it. Now, Alaskan Ice, and that was about 10 years ago. Alaskan Ice, the plates now have to have disabled vet with the wheelchair insignia. Oh God. Yeah, if you're gonna park in the spot, but I do it without it, so I just put the placard. I got the placard because of other ailments. Go to your doctor at the VA or wherever and have them saying what problems you have getting in and out your car or walking too far without being in pain. Let your doctor know, and that'll help you out. My VA doctor was real. She looked out for me on that. Now, because I have back pain, lower back pain, even though I'm not service connected for it, huh? It's a medical condition, huh? Now, you don't have to be service connected when you're trying to get that placard. It just has to be an ailment that limits you from physically getting out the vehicle. Now, Bionic Woman says in Texas, he has his placard as well as the parking handicap spot. Yes. Now, so our sister say, yes, I have it. So you got that handicap symbol on your license, Alaskan Ice. Now, listen to what Brother Zimmerman says. I don't know. Each state has different vehicle laws, and turn on red, it's a state issue. Yes. Do you think they need to make it a federal issue, family, where all veterans with disabled veteran plates should be able to park in any state without the placard? What's y'all opinion on that? Do you think all of us, or should it be determined by the state like it is now? Now, Bionic Woman said, yes, we do. I have one on my DV plates. Yes, now, here's the thing. You can only get one though, brother Army George. They won't let you get 2. You can only get it on one vehicle. Is that still the same, sister, Bionic Woman? They only let you get one handicap symbol on one of your vehicles. The rest, if you got to get the placard. Am I right, family? Now, that's how it used to be. Now, Army George say that's probably why that guy got his car towed, because he didn't have the symbol. No, he didn't have the symbol. And you know, it was a trip. You know what was a trip? They got that man whole license plate number on the film. Why they put that whole man license plate number? Got his business out in the street. He might have outstanding warrants. He might have other tickets. Now, family, that's not the only one we're going to show you. Let me see what I got here. So, family, fair use. We're about to show you another video in a second here. Let me see where we at. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna do. We already did the fair use there, so now we're gonna do this one about the tollways. Now, here in the Houston area, I think myself and Alaskan Ice lives in the Houston area, and Thumper also. If you have the disabled veteran tags, you can pretty much ride any tollway, but you need to register because they've changed the rules. Used to you could just ride with your disabled veteran plates, and that was it. Now you got to register your vehicle on some of them, like Fort Bend and different ones, or you're gonna start getting fees. And once you register, they'll wipe the fees away. It happened to me in my other vehicle. Okay. And I'm like, whoa. But they just took it off once I registered the vehicle. And you know, you got to do it by email, but because it's hard to talk to people, but eventually you can talk to someone. And so that was straight. So in the Houston area, pretty much all tollways are free. This is not the same in Austin. This is not the same in Dallas. This is not the same in those areas. So if you get on those tolls, they may be covered, they may not. TxDOT is covered. I know I rode through Austin. I think they charged me. That's why I keep a little money on my account with the tollway people so they don't get me. Now, so these are the tollways: Fort Bend, Parkway. These are the ones covered in, you can use DV tags on, disabled veteran tag. West Park Toll, Hardy Toll Road, Grand Parkway, and they got a new one now, 288 Tollway. All right. Now listen what our sister say. Dallas area is not free for veterans. Yes. Now we're about to talk about that, family, okay? We're about to watch a video on that. Fair use, family. Let's get to it. See, family, we getting this stuff done. By having structure, I'm part of the blame, but I'm learning as I go. So, all right, here we go, fam. Let's pull this up. Now, this talking about those tollways and those disabled veteran tags. This also covers people like Purple Heart and different things. Let's see what they got. Let's do this.
For years now, the state of Texas allows for toll charges to be waived for disabled veterans' license plate holders. Well, one North Texas man says he's fighting the toll charges he's getting with the NTTA. Paul Nelson says he shouldn't have to pay because of the state law that allows an exception for disabled veterans.
If you were under the impression that as a disabled veteran, that you can drive the NTTA tollways and have your fees waived, you are sadly mistaken.
So the NTTA says it does not waive charges for veterans with disabled plates because it does not receive funds for those programs. NTTA says it builds roads using money from bond sales, and agreement with those bond holders doesn't allow for the funding. However, NTTA says it does allow for private sponsors to fund the waivers for veterans like it does for holders of Legion of Honor plates. Well, the I-Team looked a little deeper into the other toll lanes, TxDOT, Texpress, and if they have waiver programs. The answer is more complicated than you think.
That's one of the biggest issues. There's so many different toll roads. Some of them are handled by the state. Some of them are handled by private entities. And some of them let veterans do it for free if they get money from the state. They got gangster down here. They got gangster. They bought the toll road from the private agency for a couple of $1 billion, 288. Oh, our sister Alaskan Ice putting out some good information, family. Now let's finish up this little part here.
A full explanation. We hope you can join us for that. High interest on this tonight at 10 o'clock.
Big Pharma tried.
Now, family, here's the thing. I want to find that second part to that. I'm going to look for that. I don't have it right now. We need to get an update on that. And we're going to tell you what's going on with the toll roads around here. I'll be riding them for free now. Oh, I don't want to see that guy tow. This commercial got somebody tow. They putting lime on their toe. That's weird. They putting lime on their toe. Now, here we go. Our brother Charleston says that no uniform law for veterans. It's always been this way. So that's one of the biggest things. That's why we established a standard SOP here, right? Why did we do that, family? We did it so we have some uniformity. When it comes to these veteran benefits at the state level, it's hit or miss. Some states have different ones. They try to catch up. Some states, you got to be 100% to get total tax exemption on your house. Some states, they got a couple that's 70%. To ride on the tollways, what is the to get DV plates in your state? Remind us, family, what percentage in Texas do you have to be to ride the tollways? I mean, not what percentage you have to do to get the DV tags, because that's what you need to ride the tollway. What percentage you need to have disabled veteran plates? Let us know. Come on, let me pull up them veteran plates. Our brother say he like those veteran plates. I understand. I like them too. Now that's those plates. What percentage you have to be to get these disabled veteran plates? And then I'm gonna read what my sister Alaska Nice put up because it's such wonderful information. Now I got to start from the beginning here. Our sister says, a person entitled to veteran specialty plates may register one vehicle without payment of any fee except the fee for the license plate. I think it's about $3, something like that. The disabled veteran license plates are available for, now listen what kind of vehicles. Vehicles if the owner is certified by the Department of Veteran Affairs to have a 50% or higher service-connected disability. So understand the way it works. In order to get the plates, you have to have a 50% rating in Texas. In order to ride the tollways, you just need the DV plates. And you can't get the DV plates unless you have a 50% rating. So the tollway down here doesn't ask you what your rating is. They just want to see you with the disabled veteran plates. Well, in order to get that, at the registration office, vehicle registration office, you got to have a 50% rating and prove it by showing them your award letter that you get every year that show you got a 50% rating. All right, now listen to what else she say. Number 2, qualifying veterans pay only $3 for their disabled veteran license plate. Now listen to this good information. See, do you know people are going to be watching this? We're going to go over there. I'm going to use this information to come up with a video just for the license plate. We got to start with Texas, family. I know y'all may not be from Texas, but you can get the example. Now listen to what it says here. What percentage, family, in your state you have to be, check if you don't know, what percentage you have to be to get disabled veteran license plate. You got to be 50% in Texas. Now listen what she says. Highway 130, segment 14 from 135 for North Austin to, now this is in North Austin where you got to pay, to US 183, I want to say that's a highway, 45 North Loop, from the non-tollway portion of the of Loop 1 at Palmer Lane, north of SH 45 North, which is Highway 45, 45 Southeast, Grand Parkway, and 99. Now you see how confusing it is? It's easy to get a ticket, ain't it? Now, metro area segments, okay, I-10, and it's talking about I-10 East, a smaller portion, because on I-10 they got a big one near Baytown, and these are segments of the Beltway circles Houston, and then 99 almost circles Houston. It's not a complete circle, so that's how Houston is a city of loops. The 610 loop, which is free, the Sam Houston Parkway, which is a bigger loop, and then 99 that goes in segments, but it don't go all the way around Houston because it hits the kind of the ocean, it stops. Then she's talking about the area section 1 to Pinehurst. I've heard of Pinehurst, and 1774 North, Todd Mission, and Plantersville. Do you get all this information? For most states, you need to be 100% to get the plates. Did you hear that? Did not know that. Now, listen to what it say. Dallas, she's talking about Dallas. See, this is all, I got to go over these tollways. This is important to see which ones in Texas are covered and which ones are not. Now, Dallas, Express Lanes, Grapevine, and Denton, Dallas, all these places, Arlington. All right. Search your state how you get disabled veteran toll waive. Yes, indeed. Now listen to what the alternative said. The alternative says, will I be able to get DV plates if the car is registered in my husband's name? Such a great question. I got to come up on the screen for this here. In the words of my elder, he said, I'm so glad you asked that question. Let me explain. He would have to put you on the registration at least, I think. So he would have to have you on the registration in order to be able to ride the tollway for free. Because I've seen that happen before, where spouses have cars in different names, but they got to be on the registration for them to waive it. The disabled veteran has to be on it. All right? Ain't no way around it. All right? Any other questions about that, let me know, because I've known several veterans that have had that situation. I'm glad you asked that question, the alternative. Now, listen to what Brother Charleston says. Property tax is 100% in Pennsylvania. So most likely 100% plates also, PA doesn't have uniform laws. Now we got to find, we looked it up. Remember we went over that one day, we went over all, go back and look at the property tax exemption for each state. Now, let's see, I think, okay, now see what say, what is Cameron County Regional Mobile Authority Qualifying Veteran Discount Program? I've heard of that. Section 372.053 of the Texas Transportation Code, allowing toll agencies the opportunity to reduce or eliminate. It gives them, look at the key word, opportunity. Don't mean they're going to do it. It allows them opportunity to reduce or eliminate the payment of tolls for vehicles displaying certain disabled veteran license plates. The Cameron County Regional Mobile Authority Board of Directors have determined that disabled military veteran plates are eligible for an exemption from the payment of the tolls on Cameron County Regional Mobile Authority toll facilities for vehicles displaying eligible disabled veteran plates, Find A. Now, I wonder, where is this area? Where's this county regional? Where are these tollways at? What state are they around? I mean, I know what state, but what part of the state of Texas, if they're in Texas? Let us know. Now, let us continue, family. You like that too? I like that too, brother. I put that together myself. I put all this together, dealing with the license plate. This is gonna be my little logo, man. I better shut up. Don't tell it. That's it. Ain't that nice? Ain't that better? Now, about our channel. You know, we're going over, since we went over everything else. Let me put the music back on. So about our channel, those that are new, and for the family, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. This is our new structure, family. We're doing this part of the channel, this part of the broadcast toward the end. Here, your opinion counts. We thank you, and we want to let you know that your opinion counts. Now, here, we just act as a facilitator, bringing the family together in a central place, the central processing unit. But this is where we meet, not offline. I ain't trying to connect y'all with nobody. Now, here, if you want to join our broadcast, it's every Sunday and Thursday at 6 p.m. We will be doing impromptu live streams. Be patient as we get more organized. We're going to have that done. But we want to bring you quality content that all veterans can relate to. And let's continue. And those will be at 6 p.m. Here's our contact and donation information. If you have any suggestion, send it to the email, not to the YouTube channel, because I want to do it more private when we're coming up with ideas. I don't want people stealing our ideas on the YouTube channel. Go to my email and email me like our sister Alaskan Ice does, and sister Brother Charleston, Sister Bionic Woman, and several others. Now, we just asked you right now, we ain't said it but one time. Family, if this information has been informative, smash that like button. Smash that like button, family. Is that all right? Smash that. Hold on. Okay. That's okay. Hold on. Well, we know that sound working, right? So, family, let us know, because we want to check you out, see what these likes looking like. All right, let's see. Some ain't right. I want to look here, fam. Give me a second. I'm trying to see how we're doing on this. Okay. I'm looking for the channel, family. Give me a second here. But smash that like. I want to see what we're doing on the likes. All right, fam. We're doing very good. We got 19 likes. We thank you for that. We got 20. We got 20 people. That's good. Somebody did it right now. Now, our brother says, good night, family. Take care. Have a great weekend. And then Betty Bob says, good night, Veteran Policy Plug. And then Bionic Woman says, good night, Mr. Veteran Policy Plug. Salute. And then our brother Charleston says, take care, Veteran Policy Plug. Now, family, we about to get to the part that everybody like. So if you have any comments, questions, or concern, that's coming up. Please share this with others, please. As you hit that like button, please share it with others. We'd appreciate it. Now, and subscribe. We've been doing real good on the subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000. Right now, I want to say, I got to look and see what we had. Give me a second. We had 1,686. So we got an extra subscriber tonight. So we've been doing real good with that. So that means to get to 2,000, we need 314 to get to 3,000. I mean to 2,000. To get to 2,000, I'm correction. So please, family, help us out with that. Let people know about the channel. Alaskan Ice say good night, Veteran Policy Plug. And make sure y'all get, if y'all watching and you're not chatting, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't had a chance to. Now we have our new releases. We're going to go through these. We talked about birthright citizenship and military dependence because they put a clause in there for veterans dependents. So let's say you are a veteran that you're not a citizen. If you have dependents, they're protected. They're not going to do nothing to deport your children, or their status is okay because you in good legal standing being in the military. Okay, I think when somebody goes in the military, they should be able to become a citizen as part of their service, but their dependents are okay. Now the executive order that the president put out, and he's been putting into play, here it is. So if you want more information on that, go on. This is what it says: protecting the meaning and value of American citizenship. We went over there in the last video we just showed you. We just done you more detail about that. And watch our video about the questions, question answers What was your questions? And here's some of our videos you can watch, some of our thumbnails for our videos. Very interesting topics that we have on the channel. And see, that's why I'm doing this toward the end now. We have one on disabled veteran and career training. Very interesting statements doing that live. Then this one is very important. This was a doozy. The do's and don'ts of CMP exam room. When you go in there behind those closed doors, some things that you should do, some things that you shouldn't do. Let's continue, family. Now go through our video library. We, as we see, we got over 1,000. I want to say 1,000, not 1,000. Yeah, 1,030 videos. Wow, 1,000. Is it 1,000? No, I mean 100. I'm sorry. I think I got 100. I'm sorry. I'm going crazy. Apologize for that. Remember, teamwork here, not ego. We here to be, our mission is to be, and our vision is to be respectful, protective of veterans, informative, interactive, transparent, and troll-free. I'm going to stomp on the head, you understand? I'm going to regulate. Now, because we're trying to protect the brand, so when you hear us talking about things, I'm not talking directly at you or picking on you. I want to make sure, because I know the trolls are coming back and they try to adapt their methods. So we want to be ready for what's going on around here. And I'm waiting on them. You can't deal with a problem by ignoring it. Now, what's the temperature where you at, family? Please let us know. Has the temperature went down? Let me check our temperature over here. What's that temperature looking like? It's 62 here. What's that low gonna be? What's y'all temperature where y'all at, family? We're gonna do a temperature check. You understand? Like the trolls coming in, do a temperature check. Let us know what your temperature is. Okay, Army Joy says 29. Wow. Brother Charleston say it's 27. Is it still that cold where y'all at, man? Y'all ain't gonna like mine. 61. Love, what is it where you at? You still in it? Love, done went to sleep on me again. It's 61 over here in the Richmond, Texas area, Houston area. Now, what is your temperature? What is it looking like? Army Joyce says 29. Brother Charleston says 27. H-Town says 61. Betty Bob say 26 in Maryland. So in Pennsylvania, it's 27. And I think, Army Joyce, let me know, you in Ohio, right? Now, listen to what Betty Bob say. 26 in Maryland is going down to 19. Now, Bionic Woman says Dallas, 43 degrees, low 39. At least it won't go to freezing. Now, listen to what our brother say. He say low 60s here, H-Town. We 61. We where you at? The alternative says over there in that New Braunfels area, it's 51 degrees. Thank you, sister. I hope you and your family stay warm. Y'all be safe. You hear me? And enjoy Slitterbond. When the last time, alternative, y'all been to Slitterbond? For those of you who don't know, it's a water park down here in Texas, a German water park. That's the word Slitterbond. And it's very nice and large. Now he say Ohio, Army George say Ohio 39, low 16. Come on, family. Look, we got all this done in 2 hours. We finished the information within the first 30 to 35 minutes. So this is how we want to do it going forward. How do you like the new setup? Is it more organized? Where we go over the topic, we take care of the business, and we're about to get, well, let's get to the after party. We at the after party now, family, so y'all can talk. Now, Alaska night says 68 degrees, possible rain after 1 a.m. Oh, I forgot to say, family, it's been raining like crazy, hasn't it, Alaska nights? I was worried about it flooding. I got to go take the plastic off of my plants. Let me ask y'all a question. Alaskan ice, and alternative, and the alternative, and our sister up in Dallas, the Bionic Woman. Is it any more freezing coming your way? Oh, why would you have to give me bad news? I was talking about how happy I was, the information, how I missed you, my sister. Now here she come. She says, yes, more rain next week. Oh, why you have to rain on my parade? No pun intended. Yes, pun intended. Why you have to do me like that? Oh, we at the after party, family. We at the after party. What y'all want to talk about? Love, love. Come on, tell us about that claim. You said something earlier. Brother Zimmerman say, okay, after party, can we bring up veteran topics of past subjects? You can bring whatever you want, as long as it's within reason. Any veteran topic, you can talk about non-veteran topics or stuff related to veteran topics. This is now, whoever don't want to talk about what we talking about here in the after party, that's why we had the other information that was strictly veteran. We can talk about, different things here, as long as it's within reason. Now, Alaskan Ice says, don't kill the message. Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's how I usually work out. I'm like, man, I was doing good. I'm feeling good. And do you see what she said? Yes, rain next week. She didn't say it with no attitude, but I felt it like that. I'm like, why, what can I expect her to tell me but the truth? But man, oh boy, she right. Don't kill a messenger. Now, Junior said, keep doing good content, H-Town. Let me tell you something, Junior. Junior, you really helped me and helped me deal with my troll problem by calling it out. And I thank you. Let me ask you, what made you be so vocal? Because some people are like, it ain't my channel, so I don't care. What made you speak up, brother? Talk to me. Now, listen to what they say is, Brother Charleston say, okay, deportation of veterans by ICE. Now, that's a key thing. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is getting heavy. Let's talk about it. Okay? Remember, you wasn't here, Brother Charleston. I don't think. We did videos about veterans being deported. Did we not, family? Didn't we do videos about that? Here's the thing. I'm talking about retirees. People that have retired from the military after 20 years, but then you know how it is when we're in the military, we develop problems, PTSD, and they were drinking. One brother, he came to the United States from Mexico when he was 2 years old. He did 22 years in the military. He got a DUI. They didn't deport him on the first one, but on the second one, they got him. And he was trying to sneak back across the border, because this is all he know. And he's a retiree. I don't know. Shouldn't they? I don't know. Y'all got, y'all ain't got to say if y'all don't want to go. I don't want to start no controversy. Nobody feel picked on. But maybe give your idea. If somebody do how many years in the military, if they're not a citizen, how many years they should have to do in the military to be considered a citizen? Or should they have to do the citizenship process like everybody else? While you're in the military, you should be trying to fight for your citizenship. Or do the military let you? How many of you in here that been in the military, we asked this the other day, with somebody that was not a citizen of US, but they served in the military while you were in there? Huh? How many people? I know about, I think I know two. How many people y'all know? I know two people that when I was in the military, they were not U.S. citizens, but they were serving. One, my brother Moist, he from Jamaica. Oh, and I think one, Puerto Rico don't count because he was they American citizens. Now, okay, the alternative say no more freezing temperatures in my area for next week. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna check to see if I can take the plastic off my trees now. We're in the after party, family. We're in the after party, okay? We at the after party. Let's do this. Let me see, can I make it right here? I want to make it look good on the screen. I want to make it look good on the screen. Let me see how I want to do this. All right, that looks better, the after party. Now, Junior say salute. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother, for all that kindness. Alaska Night say possible rain. 127, 129, 130. You know I ain't going nowhere. Now, Love say, who was that wanting information on free service dogs? I have the information. Uh-oh. Who asked about that free service dog? Somebody in there asked about that free service dog. Who was that? That was brother. Was that brother Charleston? Who was it? Now, Junior say it's just to keep the integrity of the channel, especially when it's live, because you don't want nobody to mess with the integrity because of your standing up and because of the chat and the way my subscribers stand behind me. Because I thought when one of the major trolls left, I said, well, it's going to cause chaos in my channel. I didn't know, but now people roll with me, and I thank you. Yeah, you know, because a lot of people like to take like, well, I don't want to take no side. Now you got to, ain't no neutral when it's dealing with when right and wrong is concerned. Let me say that again. Let me say it for the kids in the back of the class. I want y'all to hear me. When it comes to people creating confusion, it ain't no neutral where right and wrong is concerned. Huh? I don't care if somebody helped me. I don't care if they saved my life. I'm not going to stomp on you because that person's wrong. But I did help you that day. You almost died on the battlefield. So you going to hold that over my head and I'm not going to speak the truth? I appreciate what you did, but nah, what you eat don't make me fat. You understand? Right is right, is what my grandmother said. Now listen. Now, I think that if they retire, I didn't get to answer the question, brother. I think when it comes to military retirees, hold on, I missed something. Army George say Texas, Florida, 2 best states for veterans. Okay, you want to go at it? Okay, what's the 2 best states for veterans? He say Texas and Florida. Let me tell you what I think. Y'all think I'm gonna put Texas on there? What's the 2 best states for veterans? Oh, Lord. I got to say the same thing, Texas and Florida. If I don't know. Anybody, what y'all say? He say Texas and Florida, I say Texas and Florida. Now, let's see what we got here. I hope we answer your question. So he says here, Brother Charleston says, Puerto Rico are U.S. citizens. A veteran in New Jersey picked up by an ICE, and ICE thought VA card was fake. What? Yeah, so that's going to happen. Now, that's what happened when they flood all these people in the country. It's going to be a backlash. Now, there was one brother from what I hear him report. He from here. He's a freeman. He descended of slaves like myself. He's Aboriginal up in the United States. There wasn't no United States until our people built it. They almost got him in Florida. But he showed him his birth certificate. He said, let me go home, get my birth certificate. And it was all squared up. He didn't make no big deal to my knowledge. But that is a scary thing for people, right? And y'all talk about me getting deported. You know, I'm nervous, huh? I ain't leaving the house. I'm peeping outside the window. Now, listen what Love say. That was on the news. The military helped them get their citizenship. While in the military, they go through the citizenship program. Those of you that are active duty military, while you're in the military, go through the citizenship program. because I don't want nobody that does 20 years in the military, because we all make mistakes. How many veterans get out and get incarcerated? Huh? Now, Alaska Knight says Mexico and other countries turned 2 planes around. Wow. Would not let them land. Mexico denied a U.S. military plane access to land Thursday, at least temporarily. Yeah, because they're using military planes to take these people back. Did you hear me? I forgot where else they land in Mexico, and they land. What other planes going, sister? Did one of them land in I don't know if it was Guatemala? What did that other one land at? Someone last with a load of illegal aliens. Okay, I just call them illegals. I'm sorry. Now, Bonnet Woman says military Mike requested information about free service dogs. That's who it was. So make sure you get that. Do this here. If you can't put it in the chat, love, you go to my email, here, and I'll let you know who I am. I am the H-Town vet, if you don't know. That's the email, brother. All right, my email, send it there. We're gonna put it up on the screen for him and for everybody. We might do a broadcast about it if we got enough information. H-Town-Vet, northside@gmail.com. Thank y'all so much. Now, Coasty say Alaska Nights. I think the other one was Columbia. I thought it was too, but I was scared to say it. Now, love. Okay, Bonnet Woman. They use military planes to take the people back to their country. Alaska Nights say Coasty. Okay, thanks. H-Town say Texas and Florida. Then love say, he can't leave California. He got 3. California, Texas, Florida is the best for veterans. They have some of the largest veteran populations, I think the largest. And on top of that, hold on, did I say Florida? Yes, Florida, the top 3. And I think Ohio is the 4th one, brother. Brother Military George. Ohio and Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, they the next 2. So the top 5, they close out the top 5. Coasty say Trump is putting a tariff on Colombia, so coffee will be more expensive. Man. Man, this stuff gonna get hectic here. I want people that's here legally to make sure they can go through the process. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no backlash on them. Now, love, and if anybody's here because of a risk, like they might get harmed in their country, apply to the thing. I don't want nobody hurt. Okay, so I was probably wrong. I switched them up. PA is 4th, then probably in Ohio is 5th, right? In Texas population. I mean, veteran population. Because I know it's California, Texas, Florida, I think it's that, then Pennsylvania, then what in veteran population? The last one I believe is Ohio. Now, let me see if y'all know this trivia. What state has the largest percentage of veterans? Not veteran population, but the largest percentage, meaning that state, at least almost 11% of the people there are veteran, 1 out of 10. What state is that? Huh? And see if anybody know that. We went over that. Let's see. Columbia just backed down. Oh, they backed down. Oh boy, man, this is getting hectic up here. Man, I want the pendulum to swing. When it swung so far one way, the momentum take it back the other way. I got a heart for people now, man. But I believe in the law. Now, because they could deport my black behind, they would. They can't do it. They can't do it. They could, they would. Yes, indeed. I cry like a baby. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be like that guy. I'm not going back there. They say, go back there. I'm confused. I didn't mean to make the statement. Man, this is serious. Huh? Shoot. Now, Coasty say, love, I didn't hear that I did, that they just did to do that. Okay, they just do that. Okay. Okay, he didn't hear they must have just did it where they accepted, they stand down. Okay. Man, we getting breaking news right up in here, family. Come on now. Now, Love say, Coasty, it's on YouTube. Okay. All right. Family. See, we at the after party. You see, we'll get everything done at the after party. We'll go over the information. We got the structure of the channel. Huh? Look, if you still here, Junior, let me show you how we got it structured. And for those of you that came late, one, y'all better start showing up on time because we're going to go over the topic real quick. That's what I learned within the first 90 seconds. First 90 seconds, we're going to go over it. Now, we start off with our topic. We got right to it. And that's the email again if you need it. Let's see. Now, let's see what I got. Now, our topic is communication sabotage. Then our brother Charleston said, H-Town, vets, yes, I believe in law, but order, not confusion. Yeah, this is kind of getting toward confusion to me. I want to be clear because you know what? This is the part. See, now I'm being a softie now. So is H-Town, what should I do? So is H-Town, what should I do? Now, what should you do according to what, Coasty? Because he says, I didn't hear that. Now, what should you do as far as what, brother Coasty? Let us know, because I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you talking about the coffee? Trump is putting a tariff on Colombia in Colombia, so coffee will be more expensive. Huh? Try to start. What about drinking some of that community coffee? That's made here, I think, in the U.S. I don't know. What you think? Now, I drink hot chocolate. I'm not a coffee drinker. It's too strong for me. My mother was a coffee drinker. Now, Trump threatened Colombia with 25% tariffs and 50% later. Man, wow. Do you have to be so gangster with it? Now, Coaster replying to Love about YouTube. Okay. Okay, my fault. Now, so Junior and everybody that wasn't here in the beginning, this is how we're gonna go. And this is how we're gonna keep the trolls out of here. Look how we got it. We got a standard operating procedure that we're gonna go back, the SOP like we did in the military. And that way I can deal with these trolls. Because I got a special enjoyment of dealing with trolls. I didn't ever tell y'all that. Huh? I got a special enjoyment of dealing with trolls. Huh? I notice when people, they don't show concern for veterans, they show more concern for attention to themselves. When they talk to certain veterans, but they won't talk to others. When they're all about getting attention. I pay attention to all of it. Now, what is our standard operating procedure? First, we're going to, number one, every broadcast, we're going to do it in this order. We're going to go over the topic. Huh? We went over the topic tonight, which was about sabotage, communication sabotage. You just saw it. Now, then number two, what we're going to do after that? We're going to go over VA law and see if there's any updates in VA law. The third thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about the VA news, which we talked about tonight. Remember, there was no update on VA law. And when it came to the news, we talked about, healthcare first, talking about emergency room visits and the caregiver program and things like that. And then we talked about DV plates. Didn't we do it? That's the third thing we're going to do. Every live stream, unless it's a special live stream. Then we talked about the channel, or how to contact us, how to donate, what our channel is about, all that. We did that. Didn't we do it? Then the next thing we're going to do in every live stream is then have the after party. So you'll have a chance to communicate. All right? Trolls tend to throw things off. Now he says here, so back to tea. Where our tea come from? Hold on, family. Where does our tea come from? Huh? Come on, talk to me. He say no coffee since it's Colombian coffee. Man, from what everybody say, that's some good coffee. That's some good coffee. Up in the mountains, man. Now listen what we say. And Trump threatened Colombia with resending diplomats, oh wow, that have visas here at their embassy here in the United States. How you gonna run off you don't want to run the people out in the embassy, because we got embassies in other countries, you're the president. I do respect, wow. Now, any other statements or questions, family? Did we get down tonight or did we get down? Huh? We showed up and we showed out. Did we not do it, family? Come on, talk to the H-Town vet. Let me know. Yeah, I know I was going on some information. I don't want to think I'm picking at y'all, but I thank you for being here. I think I ain't through. Y'all can keep chatting. Love. Our brother Charleston. He said Colombia backed down immediately. Wow. After the threats from the president? Okay, now to our brother Coasty in the house, brother Charleston, we thank y'all for joining us, okay? Thank y'all. This has been a wonderful broadcast because I was organized and got my business together. I almost thank myself. And special thanks to Alaskan Ice. I mean, at least 3 or 4 of the things we covered from her. We want to give a thanks also to Bionic Woman for the topics that she gives. And we went over, that was the first thing we went over. And we want to thank our sister Betty Bops. We all good, sister. You are here and you can't go nowhere. You almost made a black man cry on national TV. Brother Junior for keeping it real and holding it down. Now, being there for us. Army George, what can I say, brother? You've done nothing but be smooth since you got here. All you do is, and the alternative, sitting back in the cut, chilling with her family and her husband. We thank God for her. Make sure if I miss you, charge to my head, not my heart, and let me know if I left somebody out. I'm looking at the family here. Brother Veteran Policy Plug for all that he do. The tone and the atmosphere he brings to the broadcast, just chill. Now, let's see, make sure I didn't miss nobody. 09 Learning, always bringing in hot knowledge on giving us detailed information on topics, especially dealing with parking and Lowe's. Yes, veteran license plate. He just put a lot of information. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I ain't missed nobody, because family, I'm so glad to be here. Huh? At this point in my life, I'm glad to be anywhere. In the words of what's his name? Midden Burroughs, I forget his name. A comedian, he was 99 years old. And he got before Pope and said, I'm glad to be here. He said, this time in my life, I'm glad to be anywhere. Oh man. Family. Y'all just y'all made this a beautiful broadcast. Now, boy, I'm so used to the peace. When the trolls come, y'all just let me slay them. Please let me slay. Well, my sister Gwen, we're gonna be going over in a couple of weeks. This Monday in February. I don't know when. Sometime in February, we're gonna cover the firefighters. We're gonna break that down. You understand? And our sister held in there and held true. And thank you. Dennis Sitter, thank you. He said, listen what he says. H-Town, I appreciate how you read all posts. That we go back and get to it. You know, I say, but then I go back and read it. Family, where we at? Now, let me see. Let me see where we at. You say Trump did that. He didn't come. I make sure. And it never felt like 2 hours. Ain't that something? We be here and it don't feel like we've been here almost 3 hours now. Say, yes, it's all on YouTube, H-Town. Well, I'm definitely going, let me ask y'all this here. And I want y'all to be honest. For y'all, I know our brother leaving. Let me ask you, where do you get most of your news, information, entertainment? I'm gonna tell you where I get most of mine. If you get it on TV, put TV. If you get it on the internet, let you know which site. I get most of mine off of one place. YouTube. H-Town get most of his news and information off YouTube. Where do you get yours at? Let us know, family. Now, our brother Charleston Zimmerman said, "Good night, everyone. See you on Thursday. We'll be here." Now, where do you get yours, family? I get mine off social media, YouTube in particular. Really, just YouTube. Love says, "Good night, Zimmerman." I submitted information. So I submitted information to the free search dog for veterans. Okay. Thank you, brother. And Coach said, "Good night, Zimmerman." I get my information off YouTube. Alaska Knight says, "Charleston Zimmerman, good night." Then Alaska Knight say, "YouTube news." Hold on. Is that a special thing, Alaska Knights? They have a YouTube news? Do I have to pay for that? Or do I have to go to a particular place? Please let me know. Because I think I remember. And then what's RSBN? What's that mean? RSBN TV. Okay, television. Regular broadcast television. Regular broadcast news, television. Okay. Charleston say YouTube now, except local news. You can't you get that on some of the streaming services, right? The local news. Now, he say, look what Love say, YouTube Live. I guess mine being one of them. Thank you. And then Bionic Woman say, "Good night, Mr. Zimmerman. Salute, family." Any last statements? I thank y'all for being here. I thank y'all. We under 3 hours. And as I get more organized, we'll do more live streams for times that people that can't come on. Oh, this is so wonderful. Now, YouTube always have recent information and local news. Well, now, y'all told me what y'all watch, but our brother Love told us why he do it. He said because they have recent information and local news. Now, why do you watch the way you do? Why do you watch on social media, YouTube? Why do you watch on regular television? Tell us the reason. Bionic Woman say TV, internet, social media. Now, Bionic Woman say, "Good night, everyone. Salute." Huh? Salute. Come on now, family. We're going to say good night. We're going to call it quits. But I'm going to see if anybody got any comments on why they like watching social media. And Sister Alaska Nights, before you leave, do I just put in the search YouTube news or what? And I say, Coach say good night, Bionic Woman. Everybody start saying good night. Say good night to each other. And then Betty Bob say good night, H-Town. Good night, everyone. Everybody get their last goodbyes because we family. Let's close it out. Army George says good night, veteran. God bless. Yes, indeed. God bless. And we thank him. We thank him for all of y'all, all my subscribers. You hear me? Now, good night, Bionic Woman from Love Love. And then Bionic Alaskan Ice says, Bionic Woman, good night. Then Love Love say good night, Betty Bops. Betty Bops has been so incredible. Now look what Betty Bops say. Good night, family. Take care. You've always been so kind. We appreciate you so much. Your husband is blessed. Now here we go. Alaska Night say good night, everyone. And Coasty say good night, family. Now Bionic Woman says good night, Army George. Salute. Then we got Betty Bob say good night, love, love. Then we got Love Love say good night, Army George. Then we have the alternative says good night, family. Then we got Bionic Woman says good night, Betty Bops. Then Junior in the house said good night, everyone, and H-Town. Till the next show. You know we're gonna make it do what it do. Huh? Do you think I'm scared of some trolls? No, I'm the troll breakup. Huh? I do like they did in the Bible, that he made a show of him openly. The Apostle Paul was out ministering with Peter. I think it was Peter. And Peter he was doing good, teaching these Gentiles some stuff. And then when the other people like him came around, he started acting funny. So the Bible say Paul corrected him right in front of everybody because he acted a fool in front of everybody. He made a show of him openly. Say that, hold on now, when them people wasn't over here, you was being nice to this group. Now that these other people come over here that you connected to, you started acting funny. Huh? That's right. Sometimes you got to get everything. Oh, TikTok, is it open again? Let me ask you, Alaskan Ice, is TikTok back open? Did they open it back up or is it still a block? TikTok House News channel. Okay. Bionic Woman say good night, Alaskan Ice. Salute. And Betty Bob say good night, Bionic Woman. Bionic Woman say good night, love, love. Salute. Family, we getting it under 3 hours. That way more people watching. You know what I'm saying? Love, love say good night, Alaskan Ice. Boy, y'all making me feel all good in my spirit. I got to find some. Is anything open around here, y'all? I haven't went and got me nothing to eat. Now, Alaskan Ice say love, love, good night. And Love, love say good night, Junior. And then Alaskan Ice say love, love, good night. And Bionic Woman say good night, the alternative, salute. And then Betty Bob say only the people that have the app. Okay, you got to have the app. Okay. Now, Bionic Woman say good night, Coastic. Now, family. And I say good night and salute everyone. You hear me? All the branches of the military. Salute. Even though I don't have Space Force up there, y'all got to come in, Space Force. Because I don't know, y'all acting like y'all on some high society stuff. We're this. We're astronauts. We're this. You better come on through. Now, listen. Last thing I say, yes, a few hours later, if you delete the app, which app is that? You can download it again. People are selling their phones that have TikTok for thousands of dollars. Wow. That's crazy. This is crazy. Am I in the twilight zone of the United States? This is the first time Love Love say good night, H-Town. Look, I got this. We got to take a picture of this here. Because he don't never like saying good night. Thank you, brother. Thank you. But I know you didn't want to do that. But we did it this time, didn't we? Family, and thank you, all of you, for your kindness, your support, helping me through these trying times, and thanking y'all for everything that y'all do. Family, we're going to end on what we started on, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart as the H-Town vet. Thank you for joining us and covering this topic for tonight, communication sabotage. Until next time, thank you.